Pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
So Dave Roberts has a trust tree. So the top of the trust tree right now.
We should have one of those here.
In the studio.
We should have a trust
Oh, my God. Here's what we do. No, this is a great idea. Pause for 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a 20. We should put a tree in this studio. And there's little name tags. And the higher you are on the trust tree.
Yeah, we should have
my God. This is an unbelievable.
The Sedano and Kap morning show is on the air.
And then we go, guys, don't touch them. That's the morning show. Yeah, we put a sign during the rest
do
of the
not touch.
morning show trust tree. Do not touch.
Oh, that Mason Island will go nuts.
Do we want a Christmas tree or what kind of tree?
Mason,
Palm
really.
tree?
Then Mason will be like, do you know what we're doing? We're doing a trust tree now.
Yeah.
And never do it as well as we do it.
Now, do you believe if we do a trust tree, Mason will do a belief bush?
Chris, aren't you rocking a belief bush right now?
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
Yeah.
So great job by
Got a half
Parker
and
Bell
half.
and the entire mishbucha in the back.
Yeah.
Great job back there, guys.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Well, you telling people good job, that's a good job, Cappy. You're becoming a good teammate.
We worked really hard on that together.
I know.
Look at that.
It was a good job. I responded to the email at 3:30 and said, good job.
We stayed up through the night working
No,
on
I
it.
didn't stay up through the night.
We stayed up through the night working on that.
Oh, you guys did?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm a good boy.
The Sedano and Kap morning show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Bit boy.
Good morning, 702. The Sedano and Kap morning show is on this Wednesday. Smile, it's Wednesday, Jack. And what a Wednesday it is. George Sedano, Scott Kaplan, Greg Bergman, Lindsay Baseball, producer Jorge, Parker Bell, and me, Chris Morales. We gather together to bring you morning entertainment that rocks your world on this Wednesday.
It rocks your world.
It rocks your world.
Hell yeah.
I went burger at Lazy Dog last night.
Which one?
I did the All-American.
How good is the All-American
It was
burger
really
at Lazy
good.
Dog?
It
Really
was really
good.
good.
I know it. I'm telling you, when we were at Lazy Dog on Sunday night, I remember asking Stephanie, has anybody here ever had the burger? And Stephanie was like, I had it, and I don't remember it being anything so great. I'm like, well, which one? She told me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a different one, and it was out of this world. The All-American burger at the Dog.
But then, Sedano, I think I had too much sodium because then I had weird dreams, and I was plotting murders in my dream.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Murders of who?
I had a dream.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah,
the
that's
day
worrisome.
before yesterday, interestingly enough, I didn't know that PTI was getting renewed, but I had two dreams yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before now, where I was driving Tony Kornheiser and Novak Djokovic, maybe because I watched so much U.S. Open, to the airport for whatever reason. I was taking them both separately to the airport. I dropped off Novak Djokovic, and then I picked up Tony Kornheiser and took him to the airport. It was very strange.
Let me just dig in
I
on
thought
that
you were
for one
going to say
quick second.
you had a dream that they got renewed.
No. But strangely enough, they did get renewed. You know, they announced yesterday they were renewed, but I've never had a dream about Tony Kornheiser in my life.
So you're just dreaming about Tony Kornheiser? That's
Yes,
sexy, baby.
2 nights
It's a
ago.
little weird.
I was driving him to the airport.
Right. Here's a quick question for
Was
you.
he fully clothed?
Okay, well, that
Which is
wasn't gonna be
also,
my
yes,
question.
he was fully closed.
That was too far, Lindsay.
Yeah.
That was too far.
No,
Which
it
was
an honest
also strange because
question.
Tony doesn't like to fly. So that also is now a weird part now that I think about it.
And were you driving him in your Cadillac from Beverly Hills?
I was,
Cadillac?
actually,
You were?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason I ask is because I'm trying to just figure out a couple of details. So you're driving him in this Cadillac.
Yeah.
Did you drive him to LAX or was this a different airport?
I don't know. I don't remember where. It wasn't LAX, that's for sure.
Okay.
But I was driving Tony to the airport. And again, let's not just go past that. I also drove one of the greatest tennis players of all time to the airport.
No. I just was getting the order
Prior
now.
to.
Was it okay? So it was
It was Novak first and then
okay.
Tony. Yeah.
Okay, so you dropped. Did you have any conversation with either of them, or
Yeah. We were just talking. Novak was very tired, and
okay.
And
had he just played tennis?
Perhaps.
Okay.
He might have. And then with Tony, there was traffic, and I remember saying to him, "Hey, it's tough right now." He's like, "Nah, don't worry about it. We're okay."
So were you their Uber driver or limo driver? Or
right.
Like that?
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like I was just doing them a favor.
Were they in the front seat or the back seat?
Right.
Well, Tony was in the front seat, but Novak wanted to sleep, so you sat in the back seat.
Listen, I love bizarre dreams.
Yeah.
And I always love trying to figure out what in the hell was going on in my head and why would this have happened. Have you come up with any reason as to why you would be driving these two?
No clue. No. Maybe Lindsay can Google, what does it mean to drive someone to the airport in your dreams?
Do you guys want to have somebody come in studio for like our YouTube hour that does like a dream analysis?
Sure,
Yes.
one day. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
That's
Dream
why-
analysis.
that's
Don't
why
do Chris's dream, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to do that one.
Well, Chris, who did you go
Kinda
after last
scary.
night?
It's just, let's just say there was a life scenario that I wasn't too happy about, so I was figuring out how I kill the people involved in that life scenario.
Really?
Then yesterday's dream, now I just remembered it. Yesterday's dream was one of my bosses here at ESPN was telling me.
Was it
Who
Pizza Cohen?
Was it Pizza Cohen?
No, it was someone else.
It was not Pizza Cohen.
Much higher up on the food chain. And
Come on.
Oh, really?
And that person was telling me about a new assignment, and he's like, "But make sure you go get your physical, go get checked up. I want to make sure you're in good health."
Was it doing a morning show with a cast of idiots every day?
So then in my dream, I was messaging messaging my doctor and trying to figure out a date to get an appointment. That was the dream I had yesterday.
That one here. Let me tell you what that dream analysis is. I can analyze that one.
Yeah.
They're going to kill you at ESPN. In fact, they're trying to kill you at ESPN. No, think about it. Think about what they're doing to you. Let's fly this kid to Tallahassee, Florida. Yeah. Then the next day, in fact, no, later that night, let's have this kid fly cross country to Seattle to do an NFL game. So let's make him work really hard to do radio in the morning. Then send him cross-country to do a Florida State football game. Then send him cross-country to do a Seattle-San Francisco football game. And then you know what we're going to do? Just to really just make sure we kill this kid. Let's fly him back down to L.A., get him back on radio Monday morning, and then let's go have him host NBA Today. Let's try to kill this kid.
I mean,
that's
Cap
what's
has a
going
point.
on.
Yeah, he does have
That's
a point.
what's going on here, George. They're trying to kill you. You know it. And you know that you need to go see a doctor to make sure that you are in perfect health, because otherwise your boss, Pizza Cohen, my man is trying to kill you.
I had good sleep yesterday, though. It was nice. It
must be nice.
Yeah, right. You were like the tennis player. You were exhausted.
I fell asleep. Yeah, I was like Novak Djokovic. Yes, I fell asleep at 9:30, and then I woke up. I woke up at 4:30 because I got to go to the bathroom. Once. But
only once per night.
Only once. Yeah.
Hey, nice prostate.
And then
pull that. Thank you.
And then I gotta go. And then I fell back asleep, and then 6:20 the alarm went off.
6:20 a.m.
Must be nice to sleep in that late.
Wow.
Rolling over. I mean,
sleeping
listen.
in.
I needed the sleep, and I.
Now, did you?
When I'm here,
you look very fresh on the YouTube at
I'm
ESPN Los
rolling-
Angeles.
I'm rolling out of bed.
Did you
for
fresh?
Sure.
Did you shower or no?
Did I shower?
Yeah.
This morning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you did because you look good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Chris Navarro in the YouTube chat says, "Of course, George would have corporate dreams." I mean, that's true.
All right. So the
you just
circle of
went right
trust,
past
by
it,
the way,
yeah.
I'm
You're
eliminating
going past
it right
Chris
now.
Navarro. You're done with Chris Navarro.
No. Chris Navarro, I like all the people in there. But
where?
But it served its purpose, is what I would say.
Do you really
You liked all the people where?
In the circle of trust, I do. I really like them, and I appreciate their loyalty to the show, and I appreciate like the cool kind of like bond we've created with them. But you could just still tweet at us. Like the community just has definitely served its purpose. It was awesome for a stretch of time, and it's no longer a useful tool for us because there's so many other ways you can get in touch with us and communicate with us in real time. And I am going to find, Cappy, a better way to create an online community. It's just not going to be on Twitter because, as I said, Elon ruined it a year or so ago when he made the community tweets go on your public timeline. Like that, the whole point of the community was that it was hidden. You know what I mean?
So are
like
we going to do a Reddit page like Mason and Ireland have the Reddit page?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, we've employed Parker Bell to kind of figure out what that next step is. Maybe it's something private. I mean, maybe it's like some other like thing that's not like super popular and we can find it. I don't know. I mean, I guess
like
there's
a group
Reddit.
Text?
Blue Sky.
No, not
I'm
that.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think Mason and Ireland are super popular anymore, so we could go on there.
Yeah. Wait a second. I have a question, though. Wait, are you telling me that after how many years has it been? It's got to be at least 3 years now. That the Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust community on Twitter,
longer than that. It's
has
been
it
longer.
really been? Has it been longer than that? Yeah. You're telling me that the Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust community on Twitter. By the way, I hear people calling Twitter X. I still call Twitter Twitter. Is it done? Have you blown it up? Is it no longer in existence?
I'm literally about to hit delete community now.
Wait.
Why don't we wait till 8:45? Maybe we can talk you out of it.
Yeah, time out. Don't just delete it for a second here because
today it's kind of funny. I know we had a lot of Dark Knight references yesterday. Do you remember in the Dark Knight? I believe it's Dark Knight Rises that Morgan Freeman doesn't want to have to do the thing where he. Oh no, it was the Was it the second one? It was the second one. It was the one with the Joker. So it was the Dark Knight where he basically turns every cell phone into like a camera in the city, and he didn't want to have to do that because he thought it was unethical. And then Christian Bale told him, "Okay, well when we're done, just type your name in." And it'll destroy the mechanism itself, and that's what you have to do. It's funny because I went to delete community, and it says you have to type in the community name exactly the way it is there, case sensitive and everything, with the quotations I put in Circle of Trust. And now it says delete community. Like that's
why
don't you
don't do it yet?
As LZ used to say when we did mornings, George, put up a poll. Why don't you put up a poll?
No, because the only people that are going to vote on it are the people that are in the circle.
But I want to stretch this bit out. The morning roll call at 8 a.m., I want calls of people telling us to delete it or not delete it.
Yeah, but wait a second. George, don't delete it yet. Just hold on. I know you got your finger on the trigger.
The
but
Crypto Ray
video
video this morning, even though it wasn't posted in the community, it was posted in the Mason, Ireland community.
Yeah.
It got me a little teary-eyed when I looked at that first thing in the morning.
Well, let me ask you guys all a question.
You could just look at the videos in the Mason and Ireland community then.
But nobody goes to any of these communities, and we're being honest.
They don't. And to your point, they kind of like defeated the purpose when they changed it to make all the tweets public.
Right.
Because now it's like just tweet at the person.
Right. The whole point was it was its separate little like thing. It was like a little cave inside of Twitter. And you could have fun and we could talk back and forth. But now what happens is if I tweet in the community, my other followers are like, what are you doing? Like what?
Like the ESPN TV followers.
No, not just general people that aren't in the community.
Right.
Are like bitching like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So it just ruined the experience, Elon.
Okay, I want to tell you guys, I had no exposure whatsoever to the fact that you guys are talking about the the community tweets go into another feed. I have no idea. It
never goes into your public timeline.
Yeah, I didn't know the difference between the community tweets and the public time. I didn't know any of this. But before you go deleting this community, okay, because let's time out for a second. The people that are in the Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust community, they are, for the most part, our most engaged listeners and viewers, okay?
No question.
So
but they will still be. I don't think that will change.
No, but can I ask everybody, where did this all go wrong? What has happened here? Why is there so much consternation?
Parker Bell and company putting the Morgan Freeman scene that I was talking about in the YouTube is awesome.
Yes,
you guys are on it. You fixed Sato and Miyagi the other day. Now you've got the Batman Dark Knight scene. You guys are on it, man.
Guys, this is the way it's supposed to be. Great work.
So Peter Acevedo in the YouTube chat says, Sedano, you're not that important. Don't flatter yourself. I think you are that important.
I mean,
you're that important
Peter Acevedo,
to me.
look.
Hey there, I'm George Sedano.
No, look, Peter Acevedo, and I say this really nicely. Go screw yourself. Okay.
Oh, really? That's a nice way of saying it. That's very nice. That's
seriously,
very nice.
I don't have time for your nonsense.
No time. Okay? I got no time for this.
So it's the exact reason why I don't deal with the mongrels generally. It's just because the reality is it's not about importance. It's not about anything other than it doesn't serve a purpose anymore that it used to serve. So why still maintain something that doesn't have the same purpose it once had? And if you were not a mental midget at the moment at 7:12 in the morning,
you would understand
that. Peter? You talking to Peter Acevedo about being a mental midget? Come on, Peter.
Jesus.
Peter, good job, man. Good job. It's early in the morning. You already got under his skin.
I think we should have the morning mental midget club.
Good job, Peter.
That should be like our listener club. Like not P1s, but you're a morning mental midget.
Like, not everything needs to be run by you, Peter Acevedo. Like, we don't need to run a checklist by, what does Peter think today?
Should we have a checklist of everybody who should?
Because you said that.
You know what, Parker, but you know what, Peter? You can be immortalized too. Parker can put that on the daily checklist. What does Peter think today? Did we nail everything?
How about Bobby Alvarez in the community saying, "Circle of Trust was built on nonsense and stupidity. Now that Sedano and Kap are actually talking more sports like they should, there are obvious growing pains here."
Oh, there we go.
No,
the show
is mid.
I love the programming
The show
suggestions
is mid.
from people on YouTube.
That has
watching
nothing,
us on YouTube, by the way.
That has nothing to do with it. By the way, we haven't changed anything. Like, you guys are just being. This is why I really hate catering to the vocal minority, and it's why I would rather just do the show and talk about Chris's
the Schwans.
Yes, and talk about his what was the
dreams
you used yesterday?
The Schwans that is lost in the bushes.
The bush. No, what was it? The belief bush.
Yeah. The Schwans is lost there. You can't even find the Schwans. Trim those bushes, buddy.
Weed whacker.
Trim those bushes.
I think I might this weekend.
Seriously, you ever been in a
posted.
locker room? Yeah, you ever been in a locker room?
Should I do
gym?
a live video when I'm doing it?
I'm telling you guys, you go to a locker room in a gym and you see a guy who's got a massive, massive issue where he needs to make sure that he takes care of it, and then you can't even find your.
Okay, you're
your
getting a
Schwans
little
in there.
too far now.
Oh,
you're
am
getting
I?
a little too far.
A little too far?
Right.
I'm just telling you, you can't find it.
Is Parker Bell there? Because we've asked him, is there a better place to create an actual community where
Let's
people
pot
can
him up.
react in real time? Other than, I don't want to do Reddit. I feel like Reddit is so,
Nobody's using. I mean, I don't ever use Reddit. Maybe
No,
other people
Reddit
do.
is
I
a
know
very
they've got
popular
millions.
place, but
I know it is, but I don't use it personally.
Yeah, I
It
get
also
it.
takes too many clicks to get there.
It does. And that's part of it. I'd like to create something with some more ease to it.
Is there anything we could do on TikTok?
Hey, you guys want my honest?
On TikTok?
You guys want my young answer?
How about Facebook, Cappy?
Threads?
Well, no, wait. Is TikTok like an old man platform?
but the way you said
I was
it,
just
it was,
yeah.
How about
TikTok? Baby, I'm looking for
TikTok.
I'm looking for something that I already have on my phone.
Hey,
I don't
bring
use
a
Reddit.
bucket and a mop. Parker was talking. Go ahead.
I'm with you, Sedano. I got my honest young answer. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna look it up for you guys. I swear.
Oh, so his appearance was just as good as the first time.
I got you guys.
Pot him down now.
Parker Bell can crack that mic whenever he wants on this show.
Well, if the director of content doesn't think it's good content, then I don't think it's good content.
Wait, I'm the director of content.
You are?
He's the head of content.
Oh, wait.
And he's also part of your Blue Review, right?
Wait.
He's part of Bergman and Team.
Yeah, no, Parker's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parker,
Wait,
he's
so
on.
Bergie, you're not the manager of audio operations. You're the director of content now.
All right, it's all a mistake. Let's just go on.
Wow, Chris
Time
is the
to
head
tell
of
us about
content.
Hernandez
Doesn't look
flooring,
like
George
he's,
Sedano, at
enjoying this.
7:17 in the morning, please.
It's the corporate structure here on 710 ESPN. Good
Weird.
morning,
I didn't know any of
everybody. Yeah, how were you? Cappy, you got
Talk
that
to me.
money pit. We're going. Thank God for the Hernandez brothers' patience with you, man. Holy moly. Hi, this deal should have been done a long time ago. I think you're just I almost feel for you, Cappy,
Why
because
is that?
it would only be you that would buy some home that you'd have to pour in 7 times what you paid for it to fix it. I feel.
Well,
like
what Stephen Hernandez said to me was, he goes, "I'm glad you called the timeout on this." He goes, "Because your whole idea of carpeting these rooms, but it's really a kind of a temporary solution, that was a terrible idea by you." He goes, "Just trust me." He goes, "Pump the brakes, take your time." Okay, he goes, and when it's time to carpet the rooms and put down new flooring in bathrooms and hallways, he's like, "We're going to do it all at once." So this notion of, hey, I just want to make sure that it's kind of livable for now. He goes, terrible idea. Trust me, I got you. And by the way, no time pressure of any kind. Muchas gracias, los locos hermanos.
Sí, los locos hermanos de Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. Legitimately family run. You get the authentic old school TLC. Papi started it 57 years ago. The crazy Hernandez brothers are there. The whole family's there. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, and you can actually talk to the crazy Hernandez brothers. No bogus sales. No gimmicks. Just the best price from the start. And that's why I say it and mean it. No sale beats wholesale. So whether it's the hardwood, Cappy, as you know, they love to talk about their hardwood.
They got it.
I could use some.
You definitely could. Laminate, tile, vinyl, carpet, you name it, they got it. Over 5 million square feet of in-stock inventory, 2 locations. Commerce, the OG location. Santa Ana, for those of you in the OC. You get there, you can see it, touch it, take it home with you on the same day, and that's huge, especially when trying to finish a project fast. It's why designers, contractors, and builders all shop here. They know the crazy Hernandez brothers are always going to take care of you. And check this out. First responders, active military veterans all receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. And if you somehow find a better price, which I doubt, Hernandez will match it. No questions asked. So head down to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, Commerce, or Santa Ana. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year-round, because no sale beats wholesale. Check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. That's HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net, or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
Thank you so much. 7:19 in the morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on for this Wednesday. And you know what? When we come back, do we want to preview the Rams? Rams-Titans this weekend.
Let's do
it.
Let's
do it.
Let's start.
That's coming up next, 3 minutes from right now. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Avner Gatt, your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call Avner directly at 818-917-5256 for help with your insurance claim.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:24. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on this Wednesday. On this day in 1976, the number 1 hit, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Shake, shake, shake your booty, Cappy.
Oh, you know it. Hey, tomorrow's Thursday. Friday, when we're out at the golf tournament, I feel like some booty shaking will be going down because in the years past, Remember that one time you gave me the dump truck and you pushed me into that pillar? You almost broke my neck.
But I was a different man back then, like size-wise.
Yeah, you were a much heavier D back then. You know what I'm saying?
I do know. Also, today is International Canned Cocktail Day.
Are you guys into canned cocktails?
Like a Truly or like High Noon kind of thing?
Yeah, you guys into
the
those?
buzzball. You know what, Cappy? I'm not like a big canned cocktail person.
Me neither.
Occasionally, maybe like in like a hot situation, like if you're outdoors, maybe a little bit because I'm just not in the mood for a beer. And not that I drink beer that often either, but maybe not very often is what
Me
I would
neither.
say.
I am not into the canned cocktails. I mean, if I'm going to have a vodka soda, I just want a vodka soda. I really don't want to have it in a can. I don't know what it is about canned cocktails. People love them. I don't know. They don't do anything
They're
for me.
easy. They're not as strong, first of all, as a cocktail, like an actual cocktail. I think that's part of it. So
Have you guys ever tried the High Noon?
I've not,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I know
The
everybody
tequila
else
one is good.
Yeah, those are really good.
Cappy and Rachel have high noons all the time.
Oh, man, I'm hoping for a high noon this afternoon. You feel me?
Have you ever tried a long drink? Long drink is really, really good.
No.
Like a Long Island iced tea?
No. It's gin, and it has like a little bit of grapefruit flavor to it. It's delicious.
What about,
Good on the golf course.
What about like Cutwaters? You know what I mean? Like they've
Those are
got Palomas and they've got all these other kinds of cocktails. And it's just, again, for me, I'm like, I don't want to drink a cocktail out of a can. I guess I'm probably in the minority, though, because I think they're really popular.
very popular, clearly. Yes.
You know what else is popular? Rams football. Sunday, Week 2 begins in Tennessee as the Rams battle the Titans. Coverage begins at 8 a.m. with the Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff with Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens. Kickoff at 10 a.m. from Nashville. And don't forget, afterwards, the Rams postgame show, Travis and Sua react to the game. George Sedano.
Yeah, listen, I was kind of surprised the way the Titans played on the road in Denver last week, Cappy. I mean, they were pretty close the whole game. Cam Ward's a rookie quarterback. He's going to make some rookie mistakes, but they're not like this loaded team offensively, but yet we're in the game against a very good defensive team in Denver, especially Denver at home. So I think in the NFL, as you know, you can't really take any week for granted. Anybody can just kind of bite you for the most part. But, and the Rams, as we talked about last week, kind of notoriously slow starters. So I think this one could be a little closer than I think people anticipate. Maybe I'm wrong. But I was pretty surprised by the way the Titans hung in last week.
I'll take a guess here. I'll make a prediction in terms of you being wrong on this. I would be really surprised if the Rams don't have their way with the Titans. And here's why. Your point is made on me. When I was watching the scores, not necessarily watching this game, Denver and Tennessee, this was a very close game. At halftime, it was a 10-9 game. It was a 13-12 game in the third quarter, and I'm just seeing like little pieces on the red zone because we were at the Rams game, and so I was just seeing little pieces. I'm going, wow, the Titans are playing really good football. And I'm not watching the game, but I'm just seeing the score. When you go back and you look, George, think about this. Cam Ward, you're right, it's his first NFL game. He's on the road. He's playing what is considered to be one of the better defenses in the NFL. If you didn't see the game, and I'm telling you, I didn't see much of it, he was 12 of 28 for 112 yards with no touchdowns and no interceptions. So there just wasn't much to Cam Ward's debut, and yet somehow Tennessee was able to stay in the game. So as we've had this conversation all week, are the Chargers really this good, or are the Chiefs not as good anymore? Did the Bills make this amazing comeback and win the game, or did Baltimore fall asleep with a big lead and lose the game? We're just not sure who teams are yet after week one. And looking at the score, I thought Tennessee was keeping it close. Looking at the numbers, I'm kind of thinking it was more about Denver playing really poorly in week one.
Yeah, I feel like, I saw like one of those extended, I have NFL Plus, so you can watch kind of like a condensed version of the game. And I watched it back knowing that the Rams would play them yesterday, and their defense is way better than it was last year. I mean, the Titans defense historically, you would say the Titans, regardless of who their coach has been, they've generally been a team that can play good defense, right? Fair to say?
I think good defense and usually strong offensive line play.
Correct.
Their offensive line was terrible.
Right. Yeah. No, their offensive line was not, but their defense was very good. But they're back to that. Like, their defense was impressive because, Sean Payton should be able to put up more points than what they did. So I came away fairly impressed with their defense. I liked that Cam Ward didn't turn the ball over. I thought he did a nice job of managing the game, although not putting up a big game. But I think that has a lot more to do with Denver's defense, which is elite, to your point.
And Bo Nix in this game threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
So for a guy who
their secondary was very good, the Titans in that game.
For a guy who, in his rookie season was able to take a team and get them to the postseason. And look, a lot of it is coaching, right? When you've got a really good head coach like Sean Payton, and remember, I doubted Sean Payton returning to the NFL. I thought Sean Payton would go to Denver,
you were very
and he would have been like Mike McCarthy. Like, hey, I won the Super Bowl 12, 15 years ago, and I've got some secret sauce. He doesn't, but maybe he does, because he turned a rookie quarterback into a guy who could lead a team to the playoffs.
And they're still paying Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson has got one of these Bobby Bonilla-esque contracts where he's making a fortune. It doesn't matter who he plays for. It doesn't matter how well or how poorly he plays, because Russell Wilson this past weekend for the Giants didn't look very good. And I don't know why we are all, and I say we, I would say the NFL still believes in Russell Wilson. I believed in Russell Wilson way back when in Seattle, but I don't believe in Russell Wilson anymore. So as far as Tennessee, I'll just say this. As far as Tennessee.
I just think this is going to be like, I don't know what the line is, but I would say it's probably like a one-score game, like a touchdown kind of game, I think.
I'm going to go in an opposite direction, and I'm going to tell you that I think the Rams win this game comfortably by at least 2 scores, whether that's 10 points, 14 points. I would think that the Rams offense is going to make a lot of adjustments this week, looking at what they did last week against Houston. And I think that the Rams defense is going to continue to play as well as they did last week against a third-year quarterback who's already been to the postseason 2 times, and now you have a rookie quarterback making his home debut. Listen, I'm excited about Cam Ward's career, just like I was excited.
Well, I know you like Cam Ward, especially after he said the thing about
about his father.
Yeah, about, hey, my dad used to get up at 4:30 in the morning every day for a job he hated. Why can't I get up at that time for a job I love? Right.
Well, you love him too, though, George, don't you? Because he's from the ACC and you know him, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool. I actually got to meet him at I think one of the Mavs playing games. He was there. Yeah, he was cool. Like, yeah, I mean, he's an easy guy to like, man. I mean, his story is incredible.
Oh, my God.
He literally was a 0-star player in college at one point, and became the number 1 pick in the draft.
Right.
Like 0.
Most guys in his world who were not being recruited out of high school, these guys don't make it. They just don't have the mental fortitude and the perseverance to say, I'll go to Incarnate Word. I'll play there for you. What is that? What is Incarnate Word?
Incarnate Word is an FCS school. They've become a good FCS school, but they basically they didn't become good until recently. Ricky Williams coached there for a brief amount of time. But yeah, he kind of put them on the map probably like a little over a decade ago by being their running backs coach. And then a lot of guys, obviously in Texas, so a lot of guys you can get a lot of guys there that can play. And they've become like one of those very good 1AA programs, basically.
Well, for a kid to go from 0 stars out of high school to a small little college that no one's ever going to hear about, finally transferring to Washington State, being good enough to transfer to Miami, having the year that he had last year to become the number 1 overall pick, and become an instant starter. I love stories like that. However, in this case, I think the Rams defense, based on what they did last week to C.J. Stroud and the way they got all over him, they put pressure on him, they blitzed him with defensive backs, they sacked him with DBs, they made really good plays in the secondary. I would say that the Rams defense is about to shut down this Tennessee offense, and I would think that the Rams offense, who's probably not real happy with only scoring 14 points at home in the opener, is probably going to explode for a bunch more points. I'm going to take the Rams to win. I'm not going to say easily. I'm going to say by at least 2 scores this weekend.
Okay. What is the line, Lindsay?
5.5. Rams minus 5.5.
All right. I'll take the Rams. That's my 5.
On the road,
You think that's too low?
I just think that's. I think the number's pretty. I think the number's pretty is in the ballpark. Like I think that's kind of where it's going to be, like 5, 6, 7 points in that range. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think this week I better put my money where my mouth is, man. I better really decide. Hey, you know what? You're selling it, brother. Are you buying what you're selling? I think I'm gonna place my. I'm gonna find out what my tout thinks, George. You know, I have a tout.
What?
A tout.
Is it a big tout or a
What's
little
a tout?
It's basically someone who picks games.
Right.
Oh, you have a bookie.
No.
Bookie is someone who takes
your bets.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
No. A tout.
A tout's
is
like, call 1-800. I've got the tips this week.
Right.
I
I got the 5-star lock of the year.
Oh, like that guy, the one guy we had on.
Thufine of the
that
fourth?
guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
What was his name? Brother
Fat
Joe?
Jack.
Oh, Fat Jack.
Oh, Fat Jack.
It just
Fat
came to
Jack.
me.
Yeah. He was,
that was one of those. Eventually, I had to push back.
Yeah, I really didn't like him only because every time he would come on, I'd call him. I go, so Fat, tell me this, and he was like, no, it's Fat Jack. You call me Fat Jack. I'm like, I don't want to call you by your first and last name. I only want to call you by your first name, Fat.
Yeah. And then it was. I mean, he seemed like a swell dude. He did give us that
swell
winner.
dude.
Oh, a swell dude. You're just a swell dude.
He gave us that. Remember that horse he gave us though that one time. Remember that one? We were at Hollywood Park Casino.
The horse.
He did give us one horse. That yes, you're exactly
Cappy's
right.
won you more money than he has.
Well, I didn't
right?
actually win George that money. George
No, I
specifically
bet
kind of
myself.
went against me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He kind of bet against me to win.
Right, I did. I bet with Cappy and against Cappy, and I won big because I bet the horse to win the horse, and I bet the Cappy's horse to win place or show
The horse.
So it worked out that I went because what was the name of the other horse that actually won? It had your name in it, right? It's something Cap.
No cap.
No Cap, right?
that's
yeah.
right,
So of
no
course I
cap.
went with no cap.
Yeah. You bet on him. You bet against me, and you wound up winning big.
Okay, 7:35. I want to hear some of this Matthew Stafford sound in a second, but first, producer Lindsay Baseball is going to tell us about her friends.
Where was Matthew Stafford that he has sound?
We're going to do it next.
I'll
Well,
tell
let's
ya.
hear from.
Where was he?
I'll tell you.
Can we just tease it, please? Okay. Lindsay, tell us about Stella Rosa, please.
I will. Picture this, guys. It's game day. The food is hot. Your friends are all gathered around, and the Stella Rosa wine is flowing. Stella Rosa, of course, is America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling Italian wine, and you can find it at your local retailer. Just remember, chill it before you open it. And here's a fun tip. You can also enjoy Stella Rosa chilled or over ice, but you can also mix things up and make some really delicious wine cocktails. The fruit flavors and the likeness of the wine make them the perfect cocktail base. Now, if you're stuck trying to figure out which flavor you want to grab right now, I'm going to suggest the Stella Rosa Red, because, you know, red for my Buckeyes who are playing this weekend, so I'm going to say red this week. So this season, if you want, you can take your game day to the next level with Stella Rosa because they're giving you the chance to win an unforgettable trip to one of the biggest college football games of the year right here in LA, and that's on January 1st. You know which game I'm talking about. Tickets to the game, hotel accommodations, flights, ground transportation, and spending cash enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. And remember to celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Thank you, Linz. 7:37, good morning, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Coming up later, we will have Radio Tinder in the 8 a.m. hour, and at 8 o'clock, the morning roll call, which we want people to flood the lines to tell us, keep the circle or get rid of the circle, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But Matthew Stafford, Matthew Stafford. That's a bit on a different show, but that's fine. He was on with the Let's Go podcast with Jim Gray, Sedano.
He's like the new Tom Brady of that podcast.
Right.
Matthew Stafford or Jim Gray?
No, Matthew Stafford, because he did it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, with Jim
Well,
Gray
he
for
had Jim
years.
Gray for years had the halftime of
Yeah.
Monday Night Football on Westwood One, and it was him and Tom Brady and Larry Fitzgerald. And then I don't remember exactly what happened,
They
but
made
Jim
it
and
into
Tom,
the Let's Go podcast at some point, and now.
But Jim and Tom are super close. Jim Gray. One thing about Jim Gray, I'll tell you, man, this guy has more relationships with more like of the highest of the highest end people. And he's got that new sports memorabilia museum that him and Brady have
Got
together.
me into a Master P party. I'll never forget it.
Oh, really?
Well, there you go.
Did you make him say,
Nah,
Jim Gray or Master P?
Nah.
That was a banger.
It
You
was
should
a
play
banger.
that.
Matthew Stafford said he feels great after taking some hits. Let's play that.
I feel good. First time playing football in a while as a quarterback. You know, we go through training camp. We don't get hit all of training camp, at least in our camp. And then, you know, you show up week one, and it's a physical game against a really good front. So there's some soreness, but nothing to deal with my back. I feel great. Excited that I came out of it the way I did, and looking forward to, you know, having a good week of practice.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's good news, because I don't know if you remember, George, there was this one play, I don't know who the defensive lineman was, but he hit Stafford below the knee, got a penalty on it, and I was like, oh, no. Every time Stafford gets hit and gets hit hard, I kind of have that old Anthony Davis feel to it. You know, like every time Anthony Davis would flop around like a fish out of water on the floor, I was like, oh, man, he ain't getting up. He's not getting up. So with Stafford, because he's 37, because of the beatings that he's taken over the course of his career, because of the back injury in the preseason, when Stafford gets hit, I'm worried about him.
Well, Cappy, Jim Gray asked him about that exact thing, and he's like, we talk about fear a lot, and like whether you have a fear of getting hit, and so he asked him about that, and here's how he answered that one.
I don't really feel like that's a part of it. I feel like I get so immersed in the game. If people are running around me, you spend so much time in a pocket as you get, older and a little longer in the tooth. It becomes a little bit more natural. Now there's times where I'm running away from somebody, and fear is a heck of a motivator, and I probably run a little faster than I can if nobody's chasing me. But I do think that when you're standing in the pocket, you got to just be able to go through your progressions, stare down the barrel, as they say, and deliver the football. So try to block that out. I don't know if I block it out or don't have it, but it doesn't enter my mind too much.
Well, I'm with Matthew Stafford. I don't think that these quarterbacks have fear. It's a physical game.
I mean,
You're right. Dude, I can tell you this right now, George.
It's part of the job description will not allow you to have fear. So.
I can remember being a sophomore in high school, and I wanted to play quarterback on the JV football team.
And then those big defensive linemen were coming.
And dude, honestly, I thought these guys on the other side of the ball were big and strong and tough, but I'm sitting there under center. Sit, 22, blue 22, a blue 22. And I can remember a guy right across the line of scrimmage from me. His name was Dave Vizzi. And he was probably about 5'7" and about 150 pounds. And he was just looking at me like, I'm coming for you. And I'm like crapping my pants, man. I'm like, Dave Vizzi's going to kill me. And I thought Dave Vizzi was 6'4", 260. And he was about 5'4", 160. And I was scared, man. I was scared.
Speaking of which, did you see the video at ESPN Los Angeles yesterday of our old friend DeAndre Hawkins?
Oh.
There you go. And DeMarco Farr arm wrestling on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
I did.
By the way, DeMarco was very smart because DeAndre made a very blanket statement that he would take him on any challenge, physical challenge that he would want.
What's
and DeMarco smartly picked arm wrestling because anything with where he could put his power behind it.
How about his weight?
And his weight. He's going to have an advantage. So, honestly, very smart choice by DeMarco.
Yeah.
And DeAndre's got, real sizzle on this thing. He's really motivated to beat him. And I'm like, because I did a bit with it later where I pretended to arm wrestle DeMarco, and I'm like, DeAndre, there's no way you could beat him. I think sometimes we forget. DeMarco played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Big man.
Oh, I don't forget that.
Yeah. DeMarco still has, though, he got grown man strength.
Yeah.
DeMarco may be in his 50s, but DeMarco is still 6'3", 270. And you know what? He's big, but he's in shape, and he's strong. And DeAndre got that young man sort of arrogance. I beat him
But here's
in
the
anything.
thing. If they did anything actually where it would take real athleticism, because DeMarco is 50, DeAndre would have a much better chance of beating him. But if anything that involves power, it will be DeMarco absolutely taking D down. There's no doubt.
But even on basketball, so if they play, DeAndre's going to have to stay outside because if he comes in the middle, DeMarco will kill him.
But I think eventually DeAndre would wear him down. Just because it depends on how many points they're playing to. They're playing 5, okay, sure, or 7. But if they're playing 21, DeAndre's going to wear him down at some point.
I'm still going to take DeAndre on a basketball court.
Well, horse would be different.
Yeah, horse DeAndre for sure.
Horse, the horse. No, I feel like horse. DeMarco would have a shot because it's not.
I don't know if he could shoot though.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
well,
maybe,
but he'd be like, "Big bank, take little bank." That would scare him.
But but it's not going to be as physically demanding on DeMarco if they're playing horse.
What about
tug
of war?
We don't know if he can shoot.
Who would win in tug
DeAndre,
of war?
I mean, DeMarco.
DeMarco's winning a tug of war, getting power.
DeMarco would eat him up in tug of war.
So DeMarco, do tug of war next.
Do they have any other plans, though? I mean, any other physical challenges yet between the two of these guys?
DeMarco pretty much is bring it on, young boy.
Yeah.
And DeAndre's he's got that fire in his eyes that he really wants to go after DeMarco.
But
I told him yesterday, why don't you just run in there and hit him with a clipboard while he's doing a read? And DeAndre's scared.
Yes, he is scared. That's right. See, the thing about DeAndre is you can see it when you watch the video. He's talking a game, but he doesn't believe in what he's saying.
Like, he came in yesterday to try to box him out again, and you could see it in DeAndre. He's really mad, and he wants to beat him. And DeMarco just throws him up against the wall with one swat. So it's like, DeAndre, you're not going to...
He played defensive line in the National Football League.
I don't know if that's really clicking in DeAndre's head.
Yeah, he may not really understand that DeMarco is a guy who not only was a great player in college at the University of Washington and a national champion, but when he got to the NFL, he thought he was going to be a mid-round draft choice, and he was an undrafted free agent. So my man went in with a massive chip on his shoulder, and when you make a team as an undrafted free agent, but then you elevate to where you're one of the leaders of the defense, you're one of the captains of a Super Bowl champion defense, that's a whole different mindset. And DeAndre, that young brother doesn't get it.
Yeah. But I'm with you, DeAndre. If it's like some sort of physical challenge that involves like pure athleticism, you've got the advantage. You're half his age.
Yeah, but
so
half
if
his
it's
size, too.
If it's like a race or like shuttle runs or something like that, or even basketball, like if they have to play basketball for an extended period of time, DeAndre's going to win.
DeAndre should take on Sua. That's more of a fight for him, maybe.
Well,
again,
are we just going to thrust Sua into everything? I mean,
well, Sua's going to be doing this show with us tomorrow, and Cappy and I are going to make him uncomfortable.
Oh,
and he's ready for it.
Leave him alone.
Like what we did with Trudell last week. I mean, what we did to Trudell was amazing.
Well,
hot
he actually
Chicana
said to
from
me,
the barrio, keeping it real.
Trudell was like, after I got past the 75 innuendo jokes, it was great.
But then he was making them.
He says,
Trudell's a freak. He's a closeted freak.
He partook in a few just to keep you guys satiated, basically.
No, he wants to get satiated. That's what he wants.
From his hyena.
Yeah. Hey, Cappy, why don't we talk about, we were talking about earlier about the Rams and Titans, and if you want action in the state of California, man, you got to get it on PrizePicks, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
PrizePicks is the place to be. Download the PrizePicks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play gets you a $50 bonus. It's very simple to play PrizePicks, more or less, okay? There's a stat line for every individual player in every sport imaginable. You bundle a couple of those together. After you go more or less, you can win cold, hard cash.
Yeah, I want to tell everybody, today's Wednesday, obviously, and we're starting to look ahead to the weekend of football. Here's a couple of plays you might want to consider this weekend. There's a rematch coming up of last year's Super Bowl between Kansas City and Philadelphia. Travis Kelce, George, is a max discount square. All Travis Kelce has to do is get more than half of 1 yard in receiving yards. Now, his normal, more or less number would be 47.5 receiving yards. But PrizePicks is saying, what do you think Travis Kelce is going to do in this game? Is he going to have more than half a yard receiving? If you think so, play that max discount square. Here's another one for you. The Baltimore Ravens, coming off that devastating loss at the hands of the Buffalo Bills, are playing against Cleveland this weekend. Derrick Henry, do you suppose he'll have more than half of a rushing or receiving touchdown? You got to think Derrick Henry's going to get into the end zone. So that's a goblin play. So just take a look at that.
A goblin play?
Yeah, because like when you're on PrizePicks, the little red guy, that's a demon play. You can make a lot more money when you play those. A goblin play is something that they think is really going to happen. So you go ahead and you make that play. So listen, get onto PrizePicks. Use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. You make your first $5 lineup. They give you $50 in free lineups right away. So you play for $5 and you get $50. And if you play $5 each time, that's 10 more plays. That's 10 more lineups. So download the PrizePicks app. Use the code Cappy. Because, George, I know what you really like to be in life. And that's what you can be on PrizePicks.
Yeah. PrizePicks, baby. It's good to be right.
There we go, 7:47. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Parker Bell back in the social room. He says he should start keeping a Sua counter on this show for the many times I mentioned Sua Cravens. Let's play this.
Hey, it's Sua Cravens. We are all over today's game and everything that went down. The Rams postgame show with me and Travis Rogers live from Hollywood Park Casino right here on ESPN LA.
Listen to how good he does that liner, Jorge.
Nice,
7:48.
nice
When we come back, we'll find out more about this whole circle thing with Sedano. It's the 7 a.m. hour. Wake up, smile. It's Wednesday, and you got the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to remind you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. You know I'm a huge Subaru fan for so many reasons: safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and you know they're all about that Subaru love promise. Come visit my friend Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Not only do they have an amazing line of new Subarus, but they've also got a massive selection of pre-owned certified Subarus at amazing prices. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Visit OceanSubaruOC.com for more information. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet? RV wins! Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach? RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:52, good morning. We know Sedano loves the oldies, and on this day, back in 1966, the number one hit, the Supremes, Diana Ross up front. You can't hurry, love, Shaq.
I like this song. It's just the Beatles that sometimes, I like some of their music, but
you didn't like Elvis either. That was what started.
It's not Elvis either. I mean, it's not my go-to. There's a few songs, that I like from each of those artists, but it's not like I'm. They're on my playlist or anything.
Today's also
massively overrated.
Today's also National Swap Ideas Day.
Right.
Rachel and Cappy like to swap.
Well, what's funny you say that is I was reading Lindsay's email this morning at about 5:15 a.m., and I couldn't really see. I wasn't really awake yet, and the lights weren't on, and I'm like, National Swap Ladies Day, because it was a capital I, which looks like an L, then D, EAS, and I just my eyes. I was like, National Swap Ladies Day. I'm like, oh, this is going to be quite an interesting conversation. I mean, you want to keep things spicy, guys? Swap ladies. It's National Swap Ladies Day.
So, Sedano, there's a poll up on the YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, and you talked about it. You opened the show with whether or not we should blow up the circle of trust on Twitter.
It served its purpose. It did. It created a community. People, the people in that community are attached to the show. It's awesome. I don't think that it's necessary anymore. Now, could Beto and Whittier, who I think is one of the more rational people that listens to
He's a good man.
show.
I see him on the train often.
What does Beto think?
I mean, he basically says, look, there'll be no other community like the first one. And it's what it was during its initial launch, right? So he suggests no community, that you can get enough engagement on the YouTube.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Good job,
YouTube
Beto.
works really good.
Like during the show, like you can get the engagement. You can just be a mongrel and call it a day. And if you want to tweet at us after, because you listen to the podcast, you just tweet at us.
Yeah, but are you saying that you're really wanting to kill the community?
Dude, I'll show you right now what I've got it up. I've got it up just like.
Don't say that. Don't say what you were going to say.
But are you saying that it's because the timeline from the community makes it to your regular timeline? Is that really the deal?
The posts, no, Cappy, yes, it no longer serves its purpose.
Don't get frustrated. I'm asking a question. Don't get upset. It's too early.
So it used to be that it was its own little thing, right?
Okay,
like
got
separate from Twitter, right?
Got it.
You
Okay.
could have your own side conversations in there. It was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But now it's like everything you post in there goes on your public timeline.
Okay,
so
and why
what's
is that a problem?
So
because
that doesn't happen for me. So
See, I'm also unaware of this.
It does?
But I
Yes, it does. It does it to everybody.
But
I'm just
when you
unaware.
when you go to my profile, I don't see the tweets that I've done in that.
It'll say Sedano and Cap on top of it. Yes, it does.
Oh,
Especially
okay.
if you post. Now, if you post a reply, no. But if you post like an actual post, yes.
Oh, see,
it'll
I
go-
never do an actual post. I'm just replying like a fool.
The replies will show up if you hit the reply. On
Oh,
your-
really? I
on
didn't
your
notice. But I
profile.
definitely
But I
noticed
didn't know
the
any of this.
the tweets.
I have no
Shocking.
exposure to this. Well, but George, listen, I got to be honest with you. The other day, somebody tagged me in a picture on Instagram, right? And it showed up in my likes on Instagram, but I couldn't find where the picture was. And so Bergman had to show me that when you open your profile on Instagram, there's some little icon there that is like, oh, this is where people have tagged you. I literally did not know. So for me, I don't consider myself a Twitter expert. I don't spend a lot of time playing with it. All I can do is I can click the plus button, which means go ahead and send a tweet. And on occasion, I can actually reply to something. Like, for example, yesterday, a lady hit me up on Twitter and said, hey, I really think that...
Want to swap?
No, it wasn't about swapping. It wasn't about swapping at all. She said, hey, I really think that ESPN LA needs to hire a Charger reporter because Cappy has too much hate for the Chargers. We got to have somebody to be a Charger reporter. And I told her...
We should get somebody from the audience to be our Chargers reporter.
I replied to her, and I said, hey, girl, I will talk to Morales, and I will see if Morales will go spend the money to go hire a Charger reporter to make you happy. There
Brian
you go.
Cohen is a big Chargers fan from Mason, Ireland. He could be our Chargers reporter.
I like that
Absolutely.
idea.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anthony Jex is a massive.
No, he's not allowed.
No, yeah.
That's not happening.
Why not? He's good. He
He's
knows
not
the
good on
Chargers
the air.
inside and out.
Brian Cohen's on the air every day. What are we teaching?
How do you know?
We
but
teaching
how do you know
social
he
guys
wouldn't be
now how to
good
be on the air? How's the Parker adventure gone so far?
Don't belittle me.
Exactly.
See, this is what you were saying yesterday, George. The negativity.
It's not negative.
I mean,
the nasty
you
negativity.
can't get on the. You can't know if you're good on the air unless you get on the air.
Is Anthony Jex here right now?
He is.
Let's bring in Anthony in the. So we'll do that at 8:07. I want to hear his Chargers report.
Well, no. Let's not put him on in prime time. Let's relax.
Oh,
Let's
you
ease him
want
out.
so
You know
so
what I'm
I'm
saying?
the negative one.
No. I'm willing to put him on, but you got to do it. You got to do it in a. You're giving him a high leverage situation out of the gate. You know.
I want to see how do you
Like
test somebody
807?
unless you throw him in there?
No, that you're basically, it's like trying to take a kid, like to use a Dodgers example, like take a kid from single A and be like, hey, you close this game against the Phillies tonight. Like, what are you doing?
If you can do it, you can do it.
No.
Okay, fine. Let's do 9:07. How about that
right.
in the
Yeah,
YouTube
There
hour?
you go. That's
Give a
better.
little chance to prepare. Hey,
By the way,
maybe Ron
no,
the
let me
Caddy
do
should
the
be.
by the. No, let me do the by the way.
You're the
here.
by the way guy?
Yeah, this Friday is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic, presented by Coors Light and Vistapaint at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research, and once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to Vistapaint, precision color, championship finish. And here's the really cool thing on Friday:
Tell me.
Vistapaint is providing paint cans as the tee markers.
Oh,
so you know
cool.
how usually you have the whites and the blues. We'll have Vistapaint paint cans made special for the ESPN LA Golf Classic on Friday, and I can't wait. We'll be broadcasting our show live from the breakfast area. So as these people come in who are partners who may not know our act yet, they're going to walk in and see Cappy and I sharing a breakfast sandwich and being like, what the hell is going on?
What is happening here at 7:30 in the morning? Can I just make another suggestion?
So
Which
you're
is,
going to do another, by the way?
well, this is why I'm not going to say by the way, because by the way has been said 14 times. By the way,
Okay.
what if Ron the Caddy becomes our Charger reporter? Because I don't know if you've seen what he did.
But all he
in
does
the
is
YouTube
curse
chat.
when he gets on the air.
Okay, that's a bad idea. Ron the Caddy said that yesterday he was caddying for Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey at the Rolling Hills Country Club, and he was very close to getting them to record a video saying, hey, Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
But he didn't, though.
According to Ron the caddy, he had him, and then they backed out.
Probably because he's Justin Herbert from the NFL.
Right, probably because Justin Herbert was like, this sounds cute, Mr. Caddy.
But it's going to go viral, and then
it's going to be terrible. And it's going to be awesome for me, but it would be terrible for them.
Yes, agreed.
Good try, Ron the caddy.
Good job, Ron the caddy, but also good job, Justin Herbert.
Way to represent. 7:59, good morning. So, 877-710-ESPN, we are going to do the morning roll call. And I want this, it's quick 4 minutes. We're going to try to bang as many phone calls as possible.
Let's bang
877-710-ESPN. I want people to tell us community or no community. Don't ask us how we're doing. Don't say, hey, good morning, guys.
No pleasantries.
Yeah, just say, this is Joe, this is Ron the caddy. Keep the community, sucker. Bam! And that's it.
No,
By the way, who's got their headphones up so loud that I'm hearing myself back?
No, you're just really loud.
No. It's your headphones that are bouncing
it's
back on the
else's.
Comrex.
It's somebody else.
So it's not you, Cappy?
No, I
and
don't
your
think so.
55-year-old ears?
It's only my 55-year-old ear. Remember, I only use one.
That's
on
the
left.
John Ireland thing. So during Ireland, when he's in Idaho, we hear ourselves coming back constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're like Ireland now, Cappy. You got Ireland ears.
I guess I do.
Do you actually like to be spit on too, like John?
Did he spit? Did he spit on him?
Yeah,
John likes to be spit on?
We did that bit, remember? I did it with Trudeau, and I said it on the air yesterday, and John loves it. He's like, in Idaho, you can get that for free. Ha ha.
All right, let's go to break.
8 o'clock. More fun next. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Water, power, comfort. NextGen protects it all with the Home Hero Bundle. Do you like the taste of your water? If not, get your free alkaline reverse osmosis system when you install whole home water filtration. Clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com today.
CSLB number 1011173.
Chris Morales here. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you. Your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. Addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Find a provider and proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at choosechangeca.org.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA's water? That's why I made the switch to LifeSource Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Take advantage of a double dip in savings for up to $1,250 off. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:03, good morning, Sedano and Kap Morning Show. At KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. On this day in 1988, the number one hit, Guns N' Roses, GNR. Sweet Child of Mine, Cappy.
Oh, yeah, man. Late 80s. Going to these concerts in stadiums. Waiting for Axl Rose to show up. Concert's supposed to start at 8. He doesn't hit the stage till like 11. He's like, hey, screw you people.
Screw you people.
Right. It's kind of the way Sedano is right now with the community.
It is true. The big topic today, hey, Topic Radio on a Wacky Wednesday, is do we blow up the circle of trust?
I mean,
the Twitter community.
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it?
I'm going to do it. I mean, it's going to be very hard to convince me otherwise at this stage.
You're going to pull the trigger, are you? Come on,
it is time for the morning roll call. Sedano, who's it brought to you by?
Our friends at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
877-710-ESPN. We got 3 calls on hold. We're going to do 3 calls because we're going to bang this tough. Let's start with line 1. Hit it, Jorge.
Good morning, Jorge.
Good morning. I was calling from Redondo Beach, and I want to say screw it. And, Kathy, I'm down for a wife swap.
Very good. See, that's what you got to do. Short and sweet. Line 2, Jorge. Hit it.
Hey, James.
Hey, good morning.
Yes.
Hey, I believe in Sedano, and I say delete that shawl, sucker.
There we go. There's James in Vegas.
And Schnall getting in there. Look
I
at
like that Schnall getting in there. That's good work out of James
I don't give
in
a
Vegas.
Schnall. That's
I don't
what you
give a
got to do.
Schnall.
You say, I don't give a Schnall.
The morning roll call, line 3, Jorge.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
He's
that
gone,
one.
yeah.
Just hit one of them then. Oh, you put them all on hold? Okay, never mind then. So that's your morning roll call for the day. Thanks to
That was
Morongo
quick.
Casino Resort and Spa. See, Sedano, I just want to keep it tight and quick.
I like it tight and quick.
Thank you. There's a drop for us, too. I like that. Tight and quick on a Wednesday morning. So, Lindsay, it's a Wacky Wednesday, right?
Wacky Forced Radio Bit. Wednesday.
So what's our Wacky Wednesday in the YouTube hour today? Coming up at 9 a.m.
You're going to have to wait and find out.
That's
you
a
have
tease.
to tune in.
And at 9:07 this morning in our YouTube-only hour, Anthony Jex. Is it Jex or Gex?
Jex.
Anthony Jex is going to try out to be our Chargers reporter.
That's like asking if it's GIF or GIF.
Is it GIF
It's
or
similar.
GIF?
Yeah. It is GIF.
Oh, okay.
But it's Jex, right?
I guess.
I thought Jif was the peanut butter.
Yeah. Lindsay, you did, I've seen here on the rundown, you did some interesting research today. Where did you get this research on the odds of each team either making the playoffs in the NFL, winning the division, or winning the Super Bowl?
That was the ESPN actually got the idea off of First Take because they were doing the, what is it called, the ADP, whatever, the ESPN.
FBI?
FBI, something like
or
that.
the
Power
ADP,
Index.
whatever.
Yeah.
So they do those ESPN NFL odds each week, and they update them based on, who's playing and
Right, and the results.
Right. And so, according to this, out of everybody, I'm actually surprised at who.
Well, let's go in reverse order.
Okay,
Let's go in
okay.
reverse order here.
Okay. All right. So you want me to start with the team that has the lowest odds of like the 3 teams that we kind of, cover the
Talk
most.
about the most regularly. The Chargers, Raiders, and Rams.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So let me have Morales. How about you guess here? Out of those 3, who do you think has the highest percentage chance to make the playoffs?
Give me the 3 again.
Chargers,
please.
Raiders, Rams.
Rams.
Who has the least, you think?
Raiders.
Well, you're right about the Raiders, but it's the Chargers.
Really?
Yeah.
Herbert.
So according to
Such a
the
good drop.
ESPN analytics, the Raiders have a 34% chance to make the playoffs, a 10% chance to win the division, and a 2% chance to make it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, we got a shot. hey, Raider fans. It may only be 2% to win the Super Bowl after
No, get
week
to the
1.
Super Bowl. It's get
okay?
to.
Okay, get to?
Yeah.
Hey, Raider
Let's get
fans.
to.
It's only week 1. We had a dominant cross-country road victory against one of the greatest franchises of all time, even though they're horrible right now, the New England Patriots. But I'm going to still hype this thing up. Raiders, Monday night, at home, against the Chargers. We take care of business, baby.
I would just like to point out, Cappy, that at one point last season, the Rams had a 3.7% chance of making the playoffs.
Okay. All
and
right.
then they won a lot of games.
A lot of games.
A lot of games.
Right.
Well, they
and
got
then
their offensive
speaking of
line
the
together
Rams, what
last
are their
year.
percentages to make the playoffs, win the division, and make the Super Bowl?
So playoffs, percentage chance to make the playoffs for the Rams is 67%.
Yeah, baby.
Winning the division, 35%.
Pretty good.
I think it's going to get higher as we go on. But go ahead.
Higher. And
14 and 3, Chris?
the Super Bowl, 10% to make the Super Bowl.
I chose them for. I told my BFF Les Snead, Rams general manager, in person. You can see the pictures on my Instagram. I said we're going to be 14 and 3. And he said, you're a very positive person, even though George Sedano says you're negative.
Yeah, well, you're negative to people, that are lower down on the
That's not
ladder
true. No,
around
no,
the
no.
office. But
Actually,
you're
no.
Very respectful.
The people
and polite
above me
to the
would tell you
people
I'm
above.
much more negative to them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Like who, for example?
Sam Pines, Tommy Lamb.
And you're more
Evan
disrespectful and more negative to those guys.
I don't
than
think
you
I'm
are to everybody.
disrespectful. I'm more negative on things.
Okay. Do you beat up on those guys the way you beat up on everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then that's fair. Hey, if you're going to beat up on everybody, higher and lower, then it's fair.
Touchdown, L.A.!
Everybody stop complaining about it.
I'll do it higher and lower. I'm not worried about it.
You don't care. What do you care?
Go ahead, George.
And then what are the Chargers, Lindsay?
All right, the Chargers are 77. They have a 77% chance to make the playoffs.
Wow. More than 3 in 4 chance, Cappy.
Yep, that's correct. And then there's 46% chance to win the division, and
Wow.
only 13%
40,
chance.
hold on. Almost a coin flip to win the division? Wow.
I would be curious to know what the Chiefs' number is to win the division.
Well,
I'd
it's
also
got to be less
curious-
than that, yeah.
I'd also be curious to know what the Broncos
I'll
are.
look
Because
those up in a minute, but all of a sudden the links are all disappeared off
Listen,
of our rundown.
sometimes you got to, stand by. Let me get it up. That's what I said yesterday. And Jorge pulled it up.
Well, George, think about this. If the Chargers, according to this, are 46% to win the division,
right,
and the Raiders are 10% to win the division, so that only leaves 44% to be divided between the Chiefs and the Broncos. So let's just say that the Chiefs are 30% to win the division, and the Broncos are 14% to win the division. Right now, at least according to the math that I'm doing on the fly, which I don't know how I'm doing it, and
So
I
I
have no
have it
idea
here,
if I'm
dude.
right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I
You
just
know,
Googled
the
it. It's a
likelihood
lot
of me
easier.
being right is not really
so
high.
the Chiefs have a 60% chance of making the playoffs, 24% chance of winning the division. Let me see.
According to ADP.
Yeah. Make the
No,
Super
it's
Bowl
FBI.
10%.
Yeah, I know.
10%. Make the Super Bowl. Yeah. So there you go.
So one more time, the Chiefs'
60% chance to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Win the division is, stand by, 24%.
Okay.
Basically 25% because it's like 24.5.
Okay, and that gives Denver a 20% chance. So the Chargers right now are overwhelmingly, and I don't know, is this updated weekly, Linz? Do you know?
Yes.
Yeah, after every
Okay.
game.
Okay, so after week 1, the Chargers beat the Chiefs. The numbers are impressed with that, okay? The Raiders beat the Patriots. They're not real impressed with that. And the Broncos kind of slipped by in what was not a great performance, specifically on the offensive side. They get by Tennessee. The numbers aren't impressed with that. The most impressive win of the week in the AFC West, anyway, was the Chargers. Now, I'd be curious to hear if the Rams, if their division win percentage is 35% after week 1, not the most impressive win against Houston, although Houston is an AFC playoff team. I'd like to know, was San Francisco so impressive against Seattle? You know, I'd be curious to know what the other teams in the NFC West are listed at. Because we've got the
I will
Rams
tell
at
you right now.
35%.
Which team would you like to know, Captain?
Give me San Francisco.
So the San Francisco 49ers have a 79% chance to make the playoffs, 49% chance to win the division.
Wow.
And 12% chance to make the Super Bowl.
Okay, and what about Seattle? If you're right there and you're looking at the NFC West.
The Seahawks, stand by.
Even though Cooper Kupp is cooked, we saw that Sunday.
Woof.
Cooper Kupp, man, did not
Woof.
look good. He did not. I was felt bad for Cooper Kupp, at least in that game.
Don't feel
the
so bad
Seahawks-
for him. My man got paid, and he got paid to go home.
Seahawks,
I'm leaving.
17% chance to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
No, check that. 16% chance, sorry. Only 3.5% chance to win the division.
Okay, so, and of course, then, based on all these numbers that you've given us so far, if San Francisco is like 49% and the Rams are 35% and the Seahawks are, I think you said, like 15 or 16%, 17%, nobody's giving Arizona even a shot. So
No,
Arizona.
so, you got it wrong.
What'd I get?
The Seahawks only have 3.5% chance
How
to
much?
win the division.
How much?
So the Cardinals have a 15% chance.
What did you say the Seahawks was? I couldn't hear you.
3.5.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
exactly, DeAndre.
This is like that time that Damon from Sellers Advantage.
It's a lot of numbers, Cappy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, a lot of numbers.
Well, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to keep it simple. Like,
Yeah,
you
they're
know what I
flying
mean? So
around
we
in
got to
my
keep
head.
the numbers in place. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you know how we were talking about Cooper Kupp? You want to know what Sean McVay said about Puka Nacua? Probably one of my favorite quotes of him in a while.
What's that?
So here's the quick, longer version.
Every box you're looking for. I love this guy. Love what he represents. His energy, his play style, his mental and physical toughness. He's a dog, and I'm grateful to have him on our group. And I know his teammates and coaches feel the same way. He's a dog.
He's a dog.
He's
I mean,
a dog.
listen, dude, that guy's tough as bleep, man.
Oh, man.
He's basically another version of Cooper Kupp from
He's
many
a dog.
years ago. You know, that's
Yeah.
what he is.
I know, but Puka Nacua, man, for a guy, he reminds me, like, if I were going to make a comp, if somebody said to me, who do you think Puka Nacua, his game?
How about you tell me in 2 seconds?
Oh,
because I want to tell
write
people
this-
about
now I gotta write
Cadillac
it
of
down.
Beverly Hills.
Now I got to write it down here.
Because, you don't have to write it down.
I got to remember it.
Okay, well, fine. Remember it, because all I'm going to do is talk about Cadillac Beverly Hills for our good friends for about 60 seconds here, and then you can pick it right up. You know about our partnership at Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the nicest dealership in America. We know Cadillac, but when was the last time you driven one? Well, listen, Cappy mentioned earlier, man, I'm driving a Vistic. Oh, my God. This car is unbelievable. It's like a little mini Escalade. It's incredible. 7 rows, or 7-seater, 3 rows, fantastic, all electric. The technology is out of control. And listen, when you drive a Cadillac, you know you've made it, okay? And you can drive one. If you go to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, you can check out their new lineup of Cadillac EVs, sedans, SUVs, which define luxury at the top of its game. And you can find them all at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. We're about to switch out into an Escalade IQ soon, which is going to be fantastic as well. I want to see what that behemoth is like. And I mean that in the most beautiful way possible, because that thing, it's like the chef's kiss when you see that Escalade. But the Vistic, if you want a 7-seater and you want 3 rows and you want all electric, there is no better car to get than the Vistic, okay? So go in and say hello to Dan and Tony and the incredible team at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out their beautiful showroom that I mentioned and that incredible lineup of Cadillac EVs, sedans, and SUVs, which define luxury at the top of their game. 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, or you can check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com. All right, so who does Puka Nacua remind you of, Cappy? Go
Well,
ahead.
shout out to one of our great YouTube listeners and viewers, a guy by the name of Robert Salazar, who's reading my mind. Robert, you're a brilliant guy, clearly, when it comes to football. Puka Nacua, to me, if you were going to say, give me a comp, Hines Ward. Because Puka
Yeah, it's a good
Nacua-
one. Bigger than Hines Ward, but yes, similar, yes.
Yeah, but Puka Nacua is not even really like that big, like he's like 6'1". He's about 200 pounds, maybe 205 if I don't even know what they list him at. But Puka Nacua is so tough. And whether it's blocking, whether it's route running, whether it's yards
6'2",
after catch.
212.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, usually when they
You should have hit the bell after that, like the old Dan Patrick bit.
I mean, he's kind of big. Cappy, I've been around him, and I was around. I had been around Hines Ward. Like, he's bigger than Hines Ward.
Well, listen, all I can tell you is this. I'm not here to break down.
But I think the
how tall
style.
these guys
I
are.
think you're right on the style. That's why I said just a bigger version of it.
Yeah, I mean, but like when you look at Puka Nacua in person, and we spent time with
He's
him
a
this
dog.
past year at training camp. He is a dog, but he's one of these guys where you look at his body and you go, I don't know how the guy does what he does. I'm not saying he's not big and strong looking. I'm just saying,
man, I don't know how he does what he does.
I tell you what, man. I tell you, this Puka Nacua can really run a pattern, man. And look at him, guy catch it, then the yards after the catch, man. And then look at how tough he is, man. He gets hit in the head on the left side. He gets hit in the head on the right side. My man needs stitches. Yeah, Puka Nacua is tough, man. He's the dog.
Somebody
He is a
in your
dog.
driveway.
Somebody's fan? Is that
You know
your
what
gardener?
No, Cappy, are they doing? It's just like they're mowing the lawn.
That's the gardener outside?
Literally, no joke.
Yep.
No joke. So I'm at home today. After being on the road for 5 days, I finally got
Sounds
to
like
sleep
there's
in
a
my own bed
Hoover in
last
your
night.
room or something.
Dude, all of a sudden, my windows are open here in my office, and the landscapers did just show up. And
Hey,
brother,
Felipe, come back later in 10 minutes.
yeah, Jorge, I got Primos here, man. I got Los Primos. Okay, and the dude is cutting the grass right in front of the house, and the windows are open. And now look, he just turned off the lawnmower.
You heard me. That's why.
Yeah, he did.
Do you remember?
He
I remember
must
one
be
time when we were
listening.
doing afternoons. It was such a night. It was like so quiet at Cappy's house that we could hear like a bird.
Yeah,
outside
the
the
bird
window.
was chirping and he would not shut up.
Right, and then George was going, wah, wah, wah. And we were like,
so
"Gee,
anyway,
George, that's a great crow impression."
Yeah.
All right, this Friday is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic, presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Even if you're not golfing, come out and party with us starting at 3 p.m. for the 19th hole party. This year, it's with DeMarco and Travis, and it's free and open to the public. Special thanks to Blue Ice Vodka for making the 19th hole party possible. Blue Ice, the finest potato, the finest potato vodka. Sourced from Idaho, John Ireland neighborhood. Ask for them by name, Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters. Thank God we cleaned up that reed from the Snake River and whatever that was.
Hey, listen, how about this? I want to get into, let's break a little early so we can have a little meaty discussion on the Raiders here, because Chris Sims from Pro Football Talk, obviously former quarterback, his father was Phil Sims as well. He not so high on the Raiders' first-round pick after 1 week. And I think Pete Carroll explained maybe what went wrong with Ashton Genty this past weekend. So let's get into that on the other side, Christopher. How about that?
I love that. 8:19, good morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Don't forget the YouTube-only hour at 9 a.m., and the Rich Eisen Show terrestrially is starting at 9 a.m. When we come back, we're going to do everything Sedano just teased. Plus, we got Radio Tinder with producer Lindsay Baseball. Your Wednesday's on. Smile, it's Wednesday morning with Sedano and Kap on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
Rams off to a good start, 1-0 after a 14-9 win in Week 1 against the Houston Texans. It is on to Nashville to take on the 0-1 Tennessee Titans in Week 2. An early start at 10 a.m. for the Rams. And one thing to keep your eye on going up against Tennessee is that interior line pressure from Jeffrey Simmons of the Tennessee Titans. The Rams had injuries to both of their starting tackles. Both Steve Avila and Kevin Dotson had to leave the game. Now, the good news is Bo Limmer was able to fill in for both of them at various points in the game. Bo Limmer, of course, spent a good chunk of last season starting at center and guard, able to give the Rams some good offensive line depth. Steve Avila able to return to the game later on as well. But look for pressure up the middle, which could be a real problem for any quarterback, especially a 37-year-old one. With Wednesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh. Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, that's 866-62-FLOOR, or shop on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Bruh. This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
8:23. Good morning, Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Happy 57th birthday to this man singing Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah. What's up, Big Daddy?
Happy TV dinner day. Don't tell you the last time I had a TV dinner. They still make them like they're all good now, though, right?
What was the old
They're
company
healthier.
that used to have? Was it Stouffer's or like one of those companies that had like a sirloin steak?
Hungry Man.
Hungry Man.
But the
yes.
Stouffer's like vegetable lasagna. That used to not be. We used to have that a lot in like the 90s. It wasn't a bad item.
I always
Except
wanted the kids
type
ones.
of the amount of sodium you probably.
Yeah,
I was like
sodium.
7 years old. It was okay.
Right. It was the early days of congenitive heart failure.
Congestive heart failure. Is
That
what
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I beat it, Jack. Just like Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane beat it as well, huh?
I don't know, actually. Also, happy 51. He's 51 today. Ryan Filippidi. No, Ryan Philippe.
Filippi.
Philippi.
He was in studio. Remember the 54 movie? That was a good one.
Fittifo?
Yeah.
He was once married to Reese Witherspoon.
Ryan Filippidi?
All their children. His children are her children.
I love Reese Witherspoon.
Their daughter looks exactly like Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Like it's her twin.
God, I love her. Not as much as I love Jennifer Aniston, but almost. I mean, it's
They
pretty
were
close.
in a movie together. What was the name?
What
of
about that
movie?
TV series, The Morning Show?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the morning show.
Coming
No,
up
but
with
Ryan
season 3.
Philippi and Reese Witherspoon. What was the name of that movie?
Cruel
they were in?
I was
Intentions.
talking Jennifer Aniston.
Cruel
That's
Intentions.
how they met.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Cruel
All right.
Intentions.
That Ryan
All right.
Filippidi guy, he's good.
Speaking of
Ryan
Felipe,
Filippidi.
is Felipe still there?
What?
Oh, he left.
Oh, no, he's still.
Is
Is
he
he on
done?
the lawn
Yeah.
still?
Oh, no, my man has. Primo has gone in the backyard.
All right, Radio Tinder in just a few minutes. But first, Shinana's going to talk Raiders football.
Yeah, so Raiders football. So Chris Sims of Pro Football Talk, and again, obviously played, quarterback in the National Football League. He's not sold on what he saw from Ashton Genty, it looks like, in Week 1. Let's play the clip, Lens.
I don't like the way Ashton Genty looks. I do not. He has not impressed me once yet. There's a lack of explosion that I think is lacking for a guy that was drafted in the top 10 right now. I'm hoping I'm wrong because I loved watching him in college football, but I've not been thoroughly impressed to this point at all.
Why does he say lacking? Hey, lacking. Hey.
So let
Lack
me
of
ask.
explosion.
I mean, listen, here's the thing.
Tell me the thing.
He was playing against G5 competition, okay?
What's G5?
Group of 5.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's not a political organization.
No, G6 is a plane.
He was playing against
Pontiac.
Group of 5
Sedano's
competition.
going to lose it in a second.
And, it's a big step up, man.
We got him.
It's a big step up. And to his point, if you draft a tailback, Cappy, in the top 10, in the first round, I would say, but it's certainly in the top 10, like he's got to be Adrian Peterson difference maker good.
Oh, he's got to be Saquon Barkley difference
Correct.
maker good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. But let me say this. We all do this. We all overreact to everything. The Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are
Nobody
done.
said the Chargers are winning the Super Bowl. Nobody said that.
No, actually, there are plenty of people that are saying that.
Who's
like
plenty?
I
I think
my
they're
man.
going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, like my man Jim Nance going on, before the game, going, "Hey, I've got the Chargers to win the Super Bowl."
Oh, that's right. That one hurt you. That one cut you deep. That
George,
one cut
right
you
here.
deep.
That one got me right here. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
Shot to the heart.
Right.
And you're to blame.
Right. You're giving the Chargers a bad name after Week 1.
The kind of hit that would have killed a lesser man.
Would have killed a lesser man. Right. Who is he? Who is Coach Harbaugh talking about? A lot of people hit me up yesterday and said, who he was talking about? He was talking about Matthew Stafford.
All right,
Harbaugh
let's
was
get back
taking
to
a
the
shot at
Raiders and
Stafford.
Ashton Genty. All right, enough.
All right,
let's
here
get
goes.
back to the Raiders.
All right, let me
Ashton
go back.
Genty, look, I mean, it's going to be an interesting season to see if he can make that jump. Everyone just assumed he would do it because he dominated the level of competition he had, which is obviously a good sign for an NFL career perspective that you dominate that level of competition. But he's skipping a level here. Let's not just push that aside.
No, let's not. But let's also not push this aside. One of the weaknesses And it's going to take time for Pete Carroll to fix this. One of the weaknesses of the Raiders is...
The 76-year-old coach is going to take, 73, 76? What is he?
Okay, first of all, I'm not going to have Pete Carroll slander. I just can't live with it, man.
I'm just asking you.
I
He
have
needs
too
time
much
to
love.
build what? To build what? The offensive line?
Correct.
73.
That's right. That's right. And
Should
by
we
the
get
way...
Pete Carroll on the show so you can...
Oh, Pete, I love you, Pete.
I know JT the Brick.
Oh, I'll kiss.
I
will kiss up to Pete Carroll, no doubt about it.
We know.
I
And
love
then-
Pete,
and
too.
then- and then
Listen,
as- and
Pete
Sedano
has
will
had
as well.
Pete has had an incredible career. I'm not. I have told you he is going to bring a level of competence to this franchise that they have lacked for 2 decades. Okay,
Right. But I want you to tell Pete how old he is and that he's too old.
and I'm going to say, Pete, I got to be honest. I don't know if you're going to have enough time to turn this thing around.
Okay,
no.
he's gonna have plenty of time to turn this thing around because it can happen quickly through free agency, through the draft. You can fix your offensive line. There's no doubt about it. But that is the one thing when Chris Sims tells me that Ashton Genty doesn't look explosive. George, your point works for me. I'll buy that. Listen, you're not playing San Jose State anymore. Okay? You're not playing Fresno State or San Diego State or any of these other schools. You're not playing against these guys.
Aztecs getting strays.
Hey, listen, they're mid-major. That's what these programs are. And Boise State is mid-major. The difference is that they're the one team that is elevated from this crappy conference, and they're a team that can actually make an entry into the playoff conversation.
Boise.
But here's the thing. Ashton Genty will look explosive when Ashton Genty has an offensive line in front of him. If you Wait, you think this is not true?
I mean, yes, I would agree. Of course, if you have an offensive line, a lot of running backs will look good. The whole point of drafting in the top 10 is that he can help a crappy offensive line look better.
And he might. But I'll tell you this. I can remember when LaDainian Tomlinson was first drafted by the then San Diego Chargers.
LT.
LaDainian Tomlinson. Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah. When LaDainian Tomlinson was drafted by the San Diego Chargers.
When the Chargers fans loved you.
When I loved the Chargers. Let me tell you something. When LaDainian
Go ahead. Let's get back to the Raiders. Go ahead. Make your comparison.
When LaDainian Tomlinson
Takes
was
10 minutes
drafted,
with this guy.
Well, yeah, because you don't stop playing things.
It's like the Schwann's warming up.
Right. Like, let's get the Schwann's going. Let's go, baby. Let's get the Schwann's working. So what time? It's now 8:30. The Schwann's will be warm by 8:40.
Go ahead. We got to get to Radio Tinder. Finish your point.
He'll just keep going.
He's a dog.
He is a dog.
So Ashton Genty, LaDainian Tomlinson comparison. Go.
When LaDainian Tomlinson got drafted by the San Diego Chargers, they were a terrible football team, and they had no offensive line. And it took them a few years to rebuild their offensive line. They did it through the draft. They did it through free agency. They turned one guy who was a defensive lineman into an offensive lineman. He became their best player, a guy by the name of Chris
LaDainian
Thielman.
Tomlinson still had 1,200 yards in his rookie season.
And we don't know what Ashton Genty's going to have.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, that's not a small amount of yardage, especially back then.
It's not, but all I'm trying to tell you is that it requires more than just a good running back. You have to have. Hey, listen.
Wait,
let me
but I
ask you
thought the
something.
Raiders were going to win the division or whatever this year, or whatever you said.
No, I said this is the beginning of the turnaround.
Oh,
Let me
the
ask you something.
beginning.
Does Philadelphia have a good offensive line?
Yeah.
And is Saquon Barkley one of the best running backs in the NFL?
Yeah, but Saquon Barkley also was good even when the Giants had a bad offensive line. His
Okay,
problem
but
was getting hurt.
But you see what happens when you have a good offensive line, how dominant a player can be
Right,
at
but
that
he was
position.
dominant even with the Giants when they had a stinky offensive line.
Well, guess what?
Stinky.
For you and for Chris Sims, hey, guys, it's one game. And I will
Let's see.
acknowledge that Ashton Genty did not have a very good first game
Let's
when
see.
you're only averaging 2 yards per carry. I will acknowledge that. But I'm also here to tell you that what they've done is they've got a quarterback, a running back, a tight end, and they've got some decent wide receivers. Now you got to build an offensive line.
Let's hear what Pete had to say, because Pete had some thoughts on Ashton Genty's debut.
Also, Ashton was he was hyped. You know, he was jacked up, and he would tell you, I would think, that, you know, he wish he would have been a little more patient on some reads and things like that will come. He didn't look like that in preseason. This game, you know, being out there and being called on to play, you know, carry the ball, 19 times or whatever. It was a little bit different for him, and he'll play way better. He'll see things more clearly, and I know he's a little frustrated by that.
I love Pete, but he sounds a little old in that.
I like how he talks.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
No,
sounds a
doesn't
little.
sound old.
Sounds
No,
a little.
he's
Just a little
42
bit.
years old. He's 42 years old. George, I've got these brand new Raider socks here for you from Chris's best friend, Big O. Okay, and when you're ready for me to give you these Raider socks, or if you want Tommy gave me this really cool Raiders necklace right here.
Tommy, where's little Cappy these days?
Our boy Jay in Vegas, he gave me this really cool
We're
ice
talking
right
about
here.
taking the circle down, and Cappy's just rattling off
That's
names
right.
from the circle.
That's right. Because you know what? I love the circle, and I
but
don't want to take the circle down.
The circle is not just a Twitter community. It's a vibe.
Thank you.
And the community on Twitter doesn't need to exist to have that vibe.
They wouldn't let little Cappy into SeaWorld.
Wait, what?
Swear to God.
Is that real?
Swear to God.
Well, yeah, they don't want people just showing up with a Muppet.
Wait a second. I have a question. If he had a ticket for little Cappy, could he have gone in then?
No, actually, he legit asked.
People were a
He
little
asked
alarmed
Kelly-
by a man wanting to bring a Muppet called
Yep.
Little Cappy.
Mhm.
Wait, you're not joking about this. He
Not at
really
all.
was
at
not
all.
allowed in.
He was there, and they were like, "No, you have
Wow.
to. You're not
Can
allowed
we
in with
can
him."
we get like a can we get a little we can go to the top on this, right? Could
Yes.
SeaWorld have just let little
Yeah.
Cappy in?
I think we just needed a warning to let them know, don't worry, Little Cappy's part of our shtick.
I'm sure that, yeah.
Don't worry. The orcas are going to love little Cappy. They're going to
Maybe
love
that's
him.
what it was. Maybe puppets
They
set him
just,
off.
yeah, they didn't know. We'll let them know in the future. All right, 8:34. Good morning. It's time for Radio Tinder. Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. And on this day in 1993, Bill Nye the Science Guy premiered on PBS.
Science rules.
You can follow her at Wednesday Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our new sponsor, the Crazy Hernandez Brothers, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, Feliz Indy.
Thanks, Christopher. Just like Pete Carroll said, Bill Nye the Science Guy, that song, it gets me jacked up.
I'm sure the YouTube won't like that at all.
It's a great song. It gets me jacked up. That's all.
Oh, you get hyped on that Bill Nye, huh?
Exactly. Don't you think that's a banger?
Get high on Nye?
Yeah. That's a good one. We should have him on the show in the YouTube hour.
I would love to have Bill Nye on.
He's like a thing again,
Yeah, he's always been a thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He always has. All right, guys. So, speaking of things, I saw this post on E-Bombs World, which I know that you guys probably haven't heard of that in 20 years.
I don't even know what
that was
E-Bombs World is.
an early YouTube page that just had all kinds of weird stuff on it, and now they've converted it into a pretty good Instagram account. So, one of the posts was that boomers will literally wait in a hotel line to tell someone at the front desk that they're, quote, checking out instead of just going home. So I wanted to
I
ask-
don't do that.
I was going to ask all of you guys, do you check out?
You can check out online,
I
obviously,
totally
like
do.
on your phone.
No, but
Explain
I'm
what
talking about-
boomers means. Explain what boomers means.
Boomers means the older folk.
Old people.
But what's the
But-
demographic? What's the age? Do we know?
Boomers is like basically anyone over
Mason.
probably 55, right? 60?
Hey,
Okay,
chill.
okay.
Relax.
Do you want me to
All right,
Google it?
boomers age group is between
gotta be
61
like-
and 79 years
So
old.
there you go, 60 and over.
So so Mason technically is not a boomer yet.
Right,
He's
not
60.
yet.
Yeah.
And we'll never be a boomer.
Technically. He's on the
So,
cusp.
no, because the baby boomer, right? 46 to 64 is the year you were born.
Right. Thank you, George, for that clarification. That helps me.
So here's what I do. Sometimes if I forget to do it on the app or I'm in like a hurry, usually I'll just walk by the desk and be like, hey, check me out at 5:29. And they'll be like, okay, sir, thanks. Have a good one.
No, I was a checkout guy because I used to be the kind of person that would want the paper receipt.
Mm-hmm. You want the
But-
folio.
They just email it to you.
Right.
The
And that's
folio.
right. But here's the thing. What I would do, though, is I would be concerned, like, did I take something from the mini fridge? Did I do this? Did I do that? Like, what other charges do I have? But I got to be honest with you. Like, I was at a hotel this past weekend in Cal Poly Slow. I got done at 6 o'clock in the morning. I left. And I got the receipt by email. When I leave the East Central, I never stop to check out, hey, I'm leaving, everybody.
But so here's the one thing about East Central. I go and give them my cards because I
I'm
care about
leaving.
their business.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to just take the cards. They recycle them.
Right, that's right.
So I give them back the cards. I don't say like, "Oh, I'm checking out." I'm like, "Here you go, have a
just
good
leave
day."
it in the room.
That's what I
You
do.
could
I
leave
leave
it
the cards in
yeah.
the room.
I don't.
That's what I do.
A lot
I
of times
keep
I'm
them.
used to putting them in my pocket, so I don't want to just walk out with them.
I keep them because starting when I was little and I used to go on trips with my grandparents, I started collecting the hotel key cards. I must have hundreds of those things.
Those used to come in useful back in Cappy and I's old days, but not
Old
anymore.
days.
Yeah.
Why?
No, because you could use them for
Yeah.
other things.
Exactly right.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
check out because the highness still there.
You could stay a while.
A hot Chicana
Order some
from the barrio,
breakfast.
keeping it real.
That's what she is.
Yeah, you got to be
Those
careful.
continental
If you,
breakfasts.
Yeah, but if you leave the hind in there, she could run up charges.
That's true.
that
but
is
then,
true.
then that's when you
That's
do
why
have
you
to
gotta
check
check out,
out.
bro.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
She can pull those
That's
$20
why you gotta
M&Ms.
check out, bro.
The last time I went somewhere, we were at like my cousin's wedding, and my dad was like, "Well, hang on, I got to go up to the desk." And I was like, "Dad, there's like 20 people in line." He's like, "I got to check out," and I was like, "No, you don't. It's 2024. You don't have to check out anymore."
And you can even check your bill on the TV in the room. So, I mean, if you're worried about that.
The folio?
Right.
Yes.
Every time I go to the front desk, they just kind of look at me like, "Why are you doing this?"
I feel like they appreciate it. You know?
Hey, Boomer.
Like, yeah,
Why
you
are
can,
you doing this?
You can
Boomer
go.
Bergman.
All right, I have
I
one
feel
more really
weird not
quickly.
doing it.
All right, so a Canadian man auctioned off the naming rights to his unborn child. The auction, I guess it attracted a lot of attention in Canada and worldwide, and somebody paid $10,000 for the privilege of naming the baby.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask if this were like an actual thing.
Wow, that's pretty smart, actually.
I would like to know what they named him. If you paid
Well, it doesn't
for it, what
say
did it
it
pay?
on here. It doesn't say it on the
Tungus!
site. If that was a real thing and someone offered you $10,000 to name your child, would you take it?
No. Can you ask them what the name is going to be?
Let's say no in this situation.
No,
Let's say no.
So, Cappy, I want to ask you, because the other night when we were talking about your kids and you left, Stephanie asked me, why are they all named with a J? And I said,
Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, and what happened is when we were having our kids, we never knew the sex of the child. So it was always a surprise. So when we first were having our first kid, we got down to Justin for a guy and Jillian for a girl. And then when we went to the next kid, we still had Jillian available because we had a boy, and then we had Jack. We were going to name our kid Jack.
Then you named your dog that
And then you
instead.
named the dog
Right.
that
Yeah.
Well, because we never got to another boy, you know. And so, yeah, and once we got to 2 kids with J names, my ex-wife was like, well, now we have to have our third, and she's going to have to, or he's going to have a J name.
Not really.
And I know, well, she just decided that. And then it just got to the point
No,
where the
not
fourth
really.
one was going to be a J name too, and then the dog got the J name, and that's what happened. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Do you do it, George?
Did I do what?
Would you
The
do
naming rights.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
The only reason I wouldn't do naming rights is because I'd worry that somebody who could pay for this would be like Elon Musk, and then he would
Oh,
name my
geez.
kid one of those stupid ass names that
Like
he
a
named his
symbol?
kids.
He named a couple of his kids symbols.
You know, or like, listen, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, didn't they name their kids
North.
something really weird?
The young
North.
lady's name is North.
Yeah,
Chicago.
like if you said to me, hey, listen, I'll give you $10,000, but I'm going to name your kid, and I'm not telling you what it is, and now my kid's name is North.
Easy, Cappy. You endorse Skims now.
I know, and listen,
It's
I
Kim's
love
product.
Kim. I love Kim. I do. And by the way, Morales, I got your brand new Skims right
You've
here.
been telling me for 2 weeks you were going to bring them.
I got them right here.
Are you going to bring them on Friday? I'll put them on in front of everybody at the
you know
Golf
what?
Classic.
I'm going to bring them on Friday, and then I want you to go do that. I want you to go put them on, and then I want you to give me your review of what I think are the greatest underpants on the planet. And by
you
the
know
way,
what you
for
should do, Cappy? You should
Yeah,
give
what?
some to Avner Gat, too, as a matter of fact. Some skins
Oh,
to
that was
Avner.
good. That was
Oh, hey,
nice.
George.
Sedano. That was nice.
Nicely done.
Thank
Very
you to
nicely
Radio
done.
Tinder. Thank you to Lindsay Baseball. Radio Tinder made possible by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Cappy, tell us about our very, very good friend, the one and only Avner Gat.
Yeah, Avner Gat is, I mean, what a guy. Seriously. And the reason I say it like that is because really what he wants to do is he wants to help you and your family. And the thing is this, if you have a massive flood, using that as an example, in your home, and you've been paying your insurance company all this time, and you expect your insurance company to look out for you, they should have your back. But then all of a sudden, your insurance company's fighting you. They're making you feel like you're some kind of a criminal. They're not taking care of you. They're not helping you with a replacement home, as an example, because you got massive damage going on. They're not helping you by paying you the amount of money that it's going to take to put your home back together. Well, don't go negotiating with your homeowner's insurance company. You likely don't know the policy back and forth. Avner Gat does. You likely don't know how to negotiate or have a relationship with the insurance company. Avner Gat has that relationship. He knows that policy. Avner Gat is one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. He knows how to fight back when your insurance company is making you feel like you've done something wrong. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, maybe your supply line burst, you got a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gat. He'll take care of it. 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. His website is avnergat.com. You call, Avner will answer the phone. You'll know it's him when you hear, hello. Avner Gat, your
840.
claim, our game.
Your claim, our game. 8:42, Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Coming up next, we're going to pull back the pigskin, talk a little college football. And at 9 a.m., the YouTube-only hour when we go to Rich Eisen on the terrestrial feed at 9:07 a.m., Anthony Jex. Is it Jex or Gex? It doesn't matter. He's going to try out. He's from our social media team. He's going to try out to see if he could be our new Chargers reporter, because that's what everybody wants, a Chargers reporter. That's next, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Smile, it's Wednesday morning, sucker.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
East Central Hotel, the official downtown home away from home for Cappy and Morales. EastCentralHotel.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet. Herbert.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
This is Joe Budden. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the daily fantasy action this football season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh. 8:46, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On this day in 1990, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air premiered on NBC. A little bonus TV theme.
There was more to that song?
Yeah, there was a whole song. It's like 3:30.
Oh, dude, it's a whole song.
I only know the beginning part from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Joe.
It's a song.
As much as I would love to get into this, I'd love to, bob my head, snap my fingers, and everything. I am still on
Still
a
boycotting
Will
him?
Smith boycott. Yep.
Oh, you are still?
Yep.
Really?
Still.
But I think like 1990 Will Smith is okay.
Yeah, but I'm holding grudges.
So you don't watch Independence Day on Independence Day?
No, sir.
Oh, that's not right.
No, sir. I don't get jiggy with it.
You don't watch Men in Black?
No, sir.
You don't get jiggy with it?
No longer. And in fact, what was my favorite Will Smith movie was the one where
iRobot?
No, it was the one where he's like the homeless guy who's trying to get a job.
Hancock.
No. Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah. That was a great movie, and I won't even watch that one because
I like the
I'm
golf
still.
One. Bagger Vance.
Yeah. I'm out on Will Smith. I'm out.
All right.
Wild Wild West with Salma Hayek.
That was a bad movie, though.
That was awful.
It was a bad movie. I don't know why you keep playing the Dave Chappelle slap. Is there a bit there?
Yeah, because Will Smith.
Oh.
Slapped them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. All right, time to pull back the pigskin. Talk some college football, shit.
Yeah. USC's a 3-touchdown favorite, by the way, at Purdue.
What has Purdue done prior to this week? I haven't really, I don't know much about what Purdue is.
Listen, they have a new coach in Barry Odom, and he was at UNLV prior to Dan Mullen. He's a good coach, but it's year one of a complete rebuild. They are going to be overwhelmed, let's just say, by USC. I think it's going to be a pretty rough go for the Purdue Boilermakers. They are 2-0, Cappy, though. They have not played any stiff competition yet. They played Ball State, and then the Southern Illinois Salukis last week.
Wait, the
Salukis.
What?
Southern Illinois Salukis.
Is that really their name?
It is it's a native tribe.
I had no idea. I'd never heard that before.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I did not.
Ball State was a 31-0 win.
Yeah.
Southern
The
Illinois was
Cardinals of Ball State,
a 34-17 win. Let me ask you this. You ready? What do you think? Through 2 weeks, who has had the tougher schedule, USC or Purdue?
It's pretty close, I would say. They're very similar in regards to the level of competition. USC should win this by 3 or 4 touchdowns easily.
Fight
honestly,
on.
If they win by 30 points, I wouldn't be surprised.
And what'd you say the line was?
21.
Fight on.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to play that.
Purdue's they got a lot of stuff they got to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, they were one of the worst, if not the worst team in Power 4 last year. So there's a long way to go.
Is that different from P5?
Well, there are no more 5 conferences in the Power Conferences.
You know what I meant.
Pac-12.
Now it's a P4.
G5.
Yeah, the Pac-12 doesn't exist in the same way.
Okay, the acronyms really confuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not. It's pretty easy. P4, Power
is
4.
different, obviously, than G5. G6.
Correct. Group of 5. Yes.
Okay.
Group of 6 now. Because now the Pac-12 shifted. They are no longer a power. They're a group.
It's just confusing because there's not that many teams in it anymore.
They've shifted. There's Washington State and Oregon State. Yeah, there's been a seismic shift to the Pac-12. Oh, but don't worry,
Isn't
George.
Fresno State in there now?
Oh, no, they're coming. Fresno State, San Diego State, Boise State. They're going to save the Pac-12.
It
It's
really
pathetic.
is so sad.
It is
So
pathetic.
So sad. And again, could have been saved multiple times over the last 12 to 13 years.
Yep. Got in their own way. What else? Because last week you and I were having this conversation, right? Week 1 of college football, you had all these marquee matchups. Week 2 of college football, I was like, there's not really anything that I really, really love. And then I came out of the weekend going, wow, South Florida, who beat Boise State in week 1, beat Florida at the Swamp in week 2. So if you're a college football fan, not just a USC fan or UCLA fan, if you just love general college football, I found myself last week going, wow, I kind of went into Saturday thinking nothing really great. And I came out of Saturday going, there turned out to be some really good games.
You weren't excited about Oklahoma beating Michigan? I was. I hate Michigan.
I don't really hate Michigan, and I don't love Michigan.
Yeah, I would. Lindsay, I get it.
I
But
hate
I'm
Michigan
with
'cause
Cappy.
of
Like,
USC.
I don't dislike them or like them one way or the other. Like, they're just.
Well, thank the Lord.
I feel like if
Coach
anything,
Harbaugh.
and I know Michigan fans will be very upset about this because, but like, if you really look at their history, yeah, they have all these wins and they're like one of the greatest winning programs in the history of the sport. They don't have as many championships to show for it though as you would think.
True.
Lindsay, because they cheat, huh?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
Ohio
I will
State
say
never
this.
cheated.
No, they didn't.
I will say this. I mean, the Connor Stallion stuff. I mean, I honestly think they got off light. To be honest,
I think so too. And you know what? If they say if you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're an idiot and you should get your championship stripped.
And here's another thing: Jim Harbaugh.
And
is
this
so
week is
likable.
the Connor Stallions Bowl.
That's right.
At Central Michigan. Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh is so likable and he's so funny and he's so crazy and aloof and he says all this wild stuff that
Kick him in
there's nobody that goes, hey, wait a second, Jim Harbaugh, cheater, bad guy, look what he did. And he left Michigan because he knew exactly what he was doing and he got all this money from the Chargers. But, when you have instant success, people will forget about all that. No one's going to hold it against him.
Not
people
Paul
have
Feinbaum.
Paul Feinbaum, he'll have a crusade forever about that. But again, there's nobody kind of holding Jim Harbaugh's NFL feet to the college football fire. Yeah. So that kind of sounded cool the way I just said that.
Urban Meyer, too.
So one thing to keep an eye on for USC against Purdue is they run the ball pretty well, Cappy. They do that. They have a kid who's kind of approaching, I believe, if I recall correctly, I thought I read this, the all-time leading rushing total for the school in its history. Devin Maccabee is the name of the running back. He's been there through the very lean times there. Drew Brees actually kind of shouted him out recently, saying that no one's represented the school better than him. And he is. I gotta look up the numbers, but I'm fairly certain he's within striking distance of Mike Allstott's record, which was set probably like 30 years ago now.
God, Mike Allstott. When you say that name, and if you're driving down the road right now, and all of a sudden you hear Mike Allstott, you see him. You see how big he was, how big his shoulder pads were.
And you think of Chris Berman going.
You see Allstott's legs. You know what I mean? He was just a beast of a running back. Guys like him in his shape, they don't exist anymore.
And you think of the Bucs beating the Raiders in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
The last time the Raiders were relevant.
If USC stops the run, they should win this thing by 4 or 5 touchdowns.
I hope.
George, I'll tell you this. As far as college football goes this weekend, if you're a fan of your team, like I am, this is one of our biggest games of the weekend. Pitt at West Virginia.
Oh, the backyard brawl.
The backyard brawl. And, one of the all-time most classic games was, I want to say, 2007, when West Virginia was on the verge of going to play in the national championship, and Pitt was unranked and not good.
Was this the Major Harris teams?
No. This was the first iteration of Rich Rodriguez, who's now the coach at West Virginia. But this is like 2007.
Oh, so Geno Smith.
Could have been.
Yeah.
And Pitt went to West Virginia and won that game. I want to say 13-9 was the final score, but that eliminated West Virginia from playing for the national championship. Now, George, you'll love this. College Game Day on ESPN was expecting to be at the backyard brawl, Pitt, West Virginia. You figure McAfee's from Pittsburgh. Yins can go down over to the Mountaineers and that. So you figured West Virginia hosting Pitt and Pat McAfee being part of the College Game Day experience. But West Virginia, a bunch of gutless bums, lost to Ohio University, not Ohio State, Ohio, the Bobcats. And because West Virginia lost that game, College Game Day got to go find someplace else to do the show.
Hey, you know who went to OU?
Tell me.
Riz.
Oh, the Riz.
We got to have Riz on.
Bobcat.
By the way, if you're new to that, Riz is a host at ESPN Cleveland, the biggest host at ESPN Cleveland. And Lindsay watches Riz in her office to warm
P1.
up.
Yeah,
she's a P1.
To warm up.
So, Cappy, they instead of the backyard brawl, which didn't they go there last year?
No, I think they played in Pittsburgh last year.
No, I'm saying, but didn't they
College Game
Day?
Day?
Do College Game Day in Pittsburgh last year?
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So this year, this week this is a big game. I mean, Tennessee Georgia is a
huge
monster
game. Huge game. Two
so
ranked
they're going to be in
teams,
Knoxville.
SEC.
Yeah.
George, I'll tell you a game I'm really interested in this weekend. Just again, college football fan. South Florida and what they've done to beat Florida and beat Boise State to go to Miami.
Yeah.
That is a game I'm really interested in.
If South Florida wins, okay, if they beat Miami and they upset Miami, they will be only the 5th team in the last 50 years to beat 3 straight ranked opponents to start their season.
And I wonder if that also goes to they were the first unranked.
No, I'm sorry.
team.
I sold them short. 3 straight top 10 or top 15 opponents. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a game I'm interested in. Clemson, Georgia Tech, maybe a little bit just because I keep my eye on the ACC because I know you, bro.
Yeah.
Texas A&M, Notre Dame, maybe a little bit. You got 2 ranked teams there, 2 brands.
Well, we can get a little further, Cap. We're going to dig a little deeper as the more mongrels join the YouTube chat.
YouTube only hours coming up. 8:57. Sedano and Kap Morning Show. The Rich Eisen Show, terrestrially on 710. Both of us on the app. YouTube only hour coming up. Anthony Jex will try out for his chance to be our official Chargers reporter at 9:07 this morning. Smile. It's Wednesday, sucker. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on ESPN LA.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
Hey, it's Mace. Listen up, people. We are taking the show on the road to my favorite spot in the home of the song of the summer, Total Wine & More. Join Mason and Ireland and the Laker girls at Total Wine & More in Beverly Hills, Friday, September 19th, starting at noon. That's 9527 West Pico Boulevard at Pico in Beverly. No better way to get ready for the fall football season and tailgating than Total Wine & More. See you Friday, September 19th at noon at Total Wine & More in Beverly Hills.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
So Dave Roberts has a trust tree. So the top of the trust tree right now.
We should have one of those here. In the studio.
Right.
We should have a trust tree. God. Here's what we do. No, this is a great idea. Pause for 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a 20. We should put a tree in this studio. And there's little name tags. And the higher you are, the higher you are on the trust tree.
Yeah, we should have
my God. This is an unbelievable.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
And then we go, guys, don't touch them. That's the morning show. Yeah, we put a sign during the rest of the day.
Do not touch.
Morning show, trust tree, do not touch.
Oh, that Mason Island will go nuts.
Do we want a Christmas tree or what kind of tree?
Mason,
home
really.
tree?
Then Mason will be like, you know what we're doing? We're doing a trust tree now. Yeah. And never do it as well as we do it.
Now, do you believe if we do a trust tree, Mason will do a belief bush?
Chris, aren't you rocking a belief bush right now?
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor?
Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
Yeah.
So great job by
Got a half
Parker
and
Bell
half.
and the entire mishbucha in the back.
Yeah.
Great job back there, guys.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Well, you telling people good job, that's a good job, Cappy. You're becoming a good teammate.
We worked really hard on that together.
I know.
Look at that.
It was a good job. I responded to the email at 3:30 and said, good job.
We stayed up through the night working
No, I didn't stay up through the night.
We stayed up through the night working on that.
Oh, you guys did?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm a good boy.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Bit boy.
9:02. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Forget it. We need to pause here.
Why?
JT the Brick
this is where I was
sent
going to go.
a missile at you.
Oh, I can't.
At me?
I think it's all of us, actually.
It's really towards you, though.
No, it is. It is.
It is totally towards you.
He's going after Bit Boy.
So here's the thing. ESPN LA posted 21 minutes ago a classic in-session Sedano and Kap use the Sedano Kabuki Theater. Or he's pulling up an old tweet. It doesn't matter. It's from yesterday.
No, the tweet was today, but the video
The
was
video's from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So JT then tweets, Tuned in to get my sports update this morning, and I got, quote, bits and role plays. Did the Dodgers win? But see, this video is of you two. It would be one thing if the video was me and I'm doing some wacky bit. This is a bit you guys are doing that was really Sedano's bit. The Kabuki Theater. So he's taking a shot at all of us, but I'll take the shot. I don't care. I'm just going to reply.
I mean, it's really towards you because he feels like you're forcing us to do that. Although, to your point,
am I forcing you to do the
No,
Kabuki
you
Theater?
don't. First of all, you don't force me to do anything.
Okay, so there we go.
Second of all,
I would push sometimes back. he forces me to do some things.
I'm going to write right now. Thanks for the content update, Mr. Vegas.
I would push back and say we chose to do Sedano Kap Kabuki Theater role play on our own yesterday.
Yeah, and by the way, listen, the Dodgers last night, good win. I mean, Emmett Sheehan, great pitching performance.
You beat the Rockies, dude. Let's stop.
Well, that's you know what, George? I'm so glad you said that.
Should I write Mr. Vegas or what should I write? Mr. Sports Fan Radio?
By the way, the best part of the Dodgers win yesterday is I was texting you guys afterwards. I'm watching in like the 8th inning, and they were doing this thing. They showed this picture of this guy who used to play for the Brooklyn Dodgers. It was like Hub something or other, and they're like, "Oh, he looks like he looks like Freddie Freeman and Dalton Rushing," and he did look like a mix of those two.
Because, Cappy, your fear is that we blow this thing completely up, and I can right now.
No, it's okay. Listen, here's what I think I've decided.
Are you mad?
I mean, I can respond and really send a missile.
I have no problem because you know what I've come to realize, Chris, is that as much as I was worried that you were going to intentionally destroy my friendship of 30 years with JT the Brick, I've now come to the conclusion that he really is focusing his anger towards you.
But this is a bit about you guys.
No, I know it is, but I think what he's trying to say is that rather than us being talking this morning about how the Dodgers had a good win, I'm with George. They beat Colorado last night.
Like, who cares?
We're under 20 games to go, and they did extend their lead over the Padres by 2 games now because the Padres last night lost at home when Cincinnati hit a 2-run home run late in the game. But I think what he's doing is he's saying, you're the executive producer. You're the director of content or head of content, and you are directing what's going on here. So he's taking a shot directly at you, is what I think. George, how do you feel? Is that good?
Either way, what should I tweet? Thanks for the content. Listen, Mr. Vegas or Mr. Sports Fan Radio Network?
Well, he calls himself Content King, so call him #Content King. That's what he wrote last time.
Kabuki. Or didn't you last time really get JT upset when you said that he was using our content?
Oh, for clout.
As a way to...
So I'll just say that.
Just say, are you clout chasing again? That's what you said.
There we go. Are you clout chasing again?
George, you and me for 1 minute here, George. You and me.
If you want to sound cool, though, you could call him an aura farmer.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to. I don't even know what that means.
I don't think he knows what that means.
George, you and me for 1 second.
Are you clout chasing
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
Here's what I'm going to tweet. Are you clout chasing again? Brick. Question mark.
George, how are you?
Is that what
I'm
tweeting?
Go ahead.
Okay.
George, how are you and I going to get JT to come back on the show, not just because we want him to talk about the Raiders, but now we need JT to bring his heat and have him and Morales go after each other? Because here's what I think. I think that JT and Morales, George, I think it's finally gotten personal. Like it was always personal behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But they were acting like as if they were professionally cool with each other.
I'm fine with him, by the way.
You know what I think they should do?
Tell me.
Do a smack off the ultimate bit that JT won to make his career?
Let's do it.
That's a great idea.
I mean, why not?
Or JT is trying to play content mastermind, which I like this too. That he's at home in his boxer shorts going, Julie, they're going to talk about me right now, Julie. And then he's got us up on his YouTube while he's drinking his coffee. Julie, they're going to talk about me.
That is
that could be the play here.
That is not a terrible thought. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes I'm driving down the road and I'm listening to JT on Mad Dog, and I'll text him. I'll be like,
so you're the one.
I'll be like, oh, stop it. I'll be like,
is
hey,
that
bro.
too much, Lindsay, you think?
I'll be like, hey, bro, I'm tuning
sorry,
in,
JT.
man. I'm listening right now. I got you on my ride home. And then the next thing you know, he'll be like, I want to send a shout out to my boy Cap in L.A. He's cruising south on the 5 right now. And I'm like, yay, he said my name on the radio.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Maybe that's the deal.
Well, he did say he tuned in to get his sports
I don't know.
update.
You tweet at him. You fight with him on Twitter. Let's get back to the.
So now you guys aren't going to defend me? You just let me missle back by myself?
No, but
Sedano said he was going to destroy. I thought I had Cuba behind me. I got nothing.
You're a big boy. You can handle it.
All right, 9:07. Where's Anthony Jex? This is his big moment. He's not here.
Yeah, his big moment.
All right, let me do this before Anthony comes into the studio.
Cabby, give us a brief preamble as to how we arrived to this with Anthony Jex.
There is a Twitter account, and the person who's behind the Twitter account, I'm guessing it's a female
young lady,
because of her
yes,
picture.
it's a young lady. Yeah.
Her name is, right, we don't know for sure. Her name is Dodgers Dow on Twitter. And she hit me up yesterday with a picture that I was from probably like 2012, where I'm wearing an old school Charger T-shirt. This
on
is my days.
Facebook.
This is my days. Was it on Facebook?
Facebook.
Yes, it was on Facebook.
These are my days of being an old school Charger fan.
Right.
So she kind of jumps in and says, it's really not right that that ESPN LA has a host who's anti-Charger, and I'm tired of his trash takes already. And then what happens is the trolls come in and they just all want to start pounding on me. So then she pretty much said, look, I want some fair coverage of the Chargers, to which I said, I will talk to Chris Morales, and I will talk to him about hiring a Charger reporter for you. And she wrote, if you're being genuine, then I actually appreciate it. And I stopped the conversation there because I didn't want to tell her I'm not being genuine. But with all that being said, we do have some Charger fans around ESPN LA, including Anthony Jex. And
so
my
Anthony Jex during the preseason and the offseason, lots of texts to me about the Chargers and the guys they've drafted.
Hey, George.
No, I don't know if it's like that, but it's he is a very passionate Chargers fan. So I don't know if he doesn't need to be a reporter. He can just be the guy that gives us the pulse of the Chargers.
The Chargers insider.
Where is he?
I would be more than happy to be.
No, I wanted you in the big studio. I wanted to see if you could handle the big studio, Anthony.
Oh, come on, Chris. You better stop playing
Just
with
let
me,
him
bro.
be
I'm
where
the
he wants
one,
to be.
Man.
Stop being such a bully.
But I can't
one,
see him
Chris.
now.
You better stop playing with me.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Tell him, Anthony.
I would love to be the pulse. I mean, hey, we're few, but we're proud. And, Chris, be careful. I got a big bolt, and if you touch it, it might electrify you, baby. So you better be careful.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I want to be electrocuted by his bolt.
Oh, yeah. It's big, and it's passionate, man. But, yeah, Cap,
It's big and passionate.
I saw that photo, and I was about to text you on Friday. We slayed the beast in Brazil. I kind of wanted you to give us a little props a little bit. But you took us out of the top 10.
Well,
I don't know if I'm okay with that, man.
Well, Anthony, hold on. To be fair, the Chargers have never made the top 10 ever. Okay, but
Right.
That's true. That is factually
you
correct.
go to Brazil, you beat the Chiefs. Okay, that's an impressive win, especially in Week 1 with all the travel and so on. It was an impressive win. I put the Chargers in the top 10, and then Chris thought that Tampa Bay should be in.
No, George thought
Tampa should be in, and you thought Chris
Well,
thought
I
that
just
Dallas
said where was
should be in.
Baker? I mean, you got a bunch of these teams at the bottom.
I thought the Cowboys, based on their performance against the world champs,
So at that
should
point,
slide in. Yeah,
at
exactly.
that point, I had to eliminate somebody from the top 10. So I took the Chargers out and I put in the Cowboys / the Buccaneers. I mean, you got to give me a little bit of credit, Anthony. I've at least put the Chargers in the top 10.
The Cowboys, though? I mean, Chris just got done watching the Cowboys documentary and was just like, someone stand up for Dak and Jerry. Put them in the top 10. So, come on. The Chargers beat Mahomes. It was classic.
I mean, the Chargers beat the defending AFC champions.
Come on. They got to be at least in the top 5,
And who else did you have in there? Yeah, and who else? I mean, who was the bottom four?
Linz, we may need your notes from yesterday, but I had the Raiders in at 10.
Yeah, you also had
Steelers, right?
The
Steelers who beat the Jets.
Yeah, come on.
Here we go. Steelers, here we go.
That Steelers defense gave up, 36 points to the Jets offense? We didn't even know what that Jets offense was going to be like.
But, Anthony, you got to remember, the top 10 is built on bias.
Right.
As it was presented yesterday on social media.
Right. Hashtag built on bias.
Last year you had Georgia and Alabama week 1 in the top 10.
Yeah,
so
you're exactly right.
At least we've grown to NFL teams.
Anthony, I couldn't find 10 quality NFL teams when Georgia and Alabama made it into the top 10. So good memory by you.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to hype the Chargers because, as you said, you are few, but you are proud.
Yeah, and we are not a bandwagon franchise. We are loyal, so that just says a lot about me where I've been through heartbreak. I'm loyal enough to see the Qualcomm get just demolished right in front of my eyes, and then all the renter jokes and, hey, you guys are the second team, the Clippers and LA. It just says a lot about me. And, hey, I want to be the representation at this station because, y'all mentioned, we got a couple Chargers fans in this area.
The kind of hit that would have killed a lesser man.
Indeed.
By the way, I
matters.
think Jex has nailed this. Like, honestly, like, Morales, you doubted him. I knew he had this in him.
Told you, I got a big bolt, and it's ready to shock you.
Well, that got me. I like the big bolt. I don't like the laid-back, like, cool guy delivery. That's a little trying to be like Parker.
Wait. What do you mean laid back? He's being him, okay?
No,
And you
I
should
don't
be
think.
authentic.
I've had many conversations with him. I don't think that that's the real him, but I like the. I think we can mold him into something great. Far better than Parker. He's far better than Parker.
You don't need to mold him. He's talking to us like he talks to his buddies about his team.
Is this how you talk to your buddies? Do you tell them about your bolt?
Okay, Chris, in 3, 2, 1, I'll
There we
talk
go.
like the reporter.
3, 2. Now, see, that was good. He's far better than.
We could button it up a little bit.
And Anthony, by the way,
You
good
doubted
news
him,
for you.
Morales.
You're
I
not
did
getting
doubt him. You're right.
You're not getting destroyed right now.
No.
Chris has decided to say you're doing okay, and now it's just beat up on Parker. So you're safe now, Anthony.
Hey. Y'all better
Hey,
stop
by the way,
playing with
time
P.
out.
We're the
Time
future
out.
of this spot
Time
right
out.
here. Let me tell you that.
You
Time
might be
out.
the future. Parker is not.
Time out, Jex.
Wow.
Nah, Parker, I'm not letting him think
Brian Ahmad. Damn, how many people does this show need?
A lot.
Just
No,
ask
you know
JT
what
the
it
Brick.
is?
We can have a couple more.
Here's the thing, Brian. What you don't understand about the industry, okay?
Teach him, George.
Is
School
that
him.
on a show in the morning?
Get him, George.
First of all, you want a lot of people on the show, and second of all, you want a lot of people who are excellent at their jobs. Okay, so whether it's Jex and Parker and the social team and Graham and Tim and all those guys back there, they are excellent at their job. The fact that they can contribute on the air is an absolute bonus, because here's the thing. What you want on the show like this, in an ensemble situation, is you want to be able to have the tools at your disposal that everyone has a voice. And that means the Charger fan, the Rams fan, the Raiders fan, the Clippers fan, the Lakers fan, the Galaxy fan, the LAFC fan, the Dodgers fan, the Angels fan, whatever.
Keep going,
That's
George.
the point.
Keep
but
going.
that's how you construct a good show, Brian. But
Rack
you wouldn't
'em.
know because you don't know what it is to do a show or sit in any of these chairs.
Rack 'em.
So the fact that this young man has never actually cracked the mic and is doing a good job, you should just eat a fat one, bro.
Oh, remember,
wow.
here's the thing about Brian.
Wow.
Brian
Hey, give-
Ahmad
give
is the
Campbell
guy.
credit.
He talks about Sliwa nonstop and how he loves Sliwa. And that's you got to remember. And Brian's a big
None of
fan.
your business.
He spends all day in the YouTube chat, so we appreciate his fandom, but he's a big Sliwa guy.
Listen, I love Sliwa too, bro, but he's not here. What do you want me to do? I can't force him to work here.
Well, you could have.
Oh, no, that's not nice.
Come
That's
on.
Mason's bit.
Come on.
That's Mason's bit, guys. Come on.
Alex
Speaking
Vertigo.
of so, Jex, great job. buddy.
Yeah, a
Great
quick
job.
quick shout out to Beto, who gives us opportunities on the mic in the Lakers post game. So shout out Beto, molding me, and I know he's in the chat right now. So shout out to Beto Vision, baby.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony. One thing.
Cap.
What happens when my Raiders beat your Chargers on Monday night? Well, if my Raiders beat your Chargers,
I say we wager a box of dozen
hold on, let's
VG
pause.
donuts.
Anthony, start over because you in the drop were bad.
My bad.
No, it's not Lindsay's bad. You just when you hear the drop, you got to stop.
I'll lay out. Okay.
So now start over.
Look at that. He knows how to lay out,
He
Morales.
laid out.
You didn't know how to lay out for like 5 years.
It's an industry term.
Lay out. Hey.
So, Cap,
3, 2, 1.
you and me share
Three,
a VG donut spot. We know where it is in Cardiff. Let's wager a dozen donuts on the game on Monday. How about that?
okay, a dozen donuts wagered. So if my Raiders win, you have to bring me in a dozen donuts.
Yep.
And if your Chargers beat my Raiders, okay, a dozen donuts is a very fair
Look at that.
early season sort of wager. Very nice.
And now, how about what if my Chargers? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but what if the Chargers season sweep the Raiders? I need to see you in a Bolts shirt, jersey, or hat.
sir.
I like
No,
that.
sir.
I
No,
like
sir.
that. Now
No, sir.
I like this kid. He's
No,
up
sir.
in the ante already.
Yeah, no, sir. No, sir.
Cap,
No, Cap, you have to.
No.
No,
Hold
that's
on
a good
second.
bet.
Hold
no,
on.
No.
Let me sell you real
Wait,
quick.
you would wear the Elton John sparkly jumpsuit for the Dodgers because your Padres lost, but
And you
you're
would
not.
wear a Chargers T-shirt.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Listen, I kind of felt like at the time the Padres and the Dodgers were very close to one another. And I guess at a 2-1 series lead that the Padres had, I thought they had a real chance to win. I know this. The Raiders have to rebuild their O-line, and the Raiders need a little bit more time. The Chargers are ahead of the Raiders. So I should probably take the bet for this reason. Because generally speaking, you do split with your division.
Yeah.
So and let me tell you something, Anthony. I still got a lot of Charger gear. Now I'll tell you this: when the Chargers moved out of San Diego, I hosted a radio show, and I'm not exaggerating when I tell you thousands of people showed up to bring all their old Charger gear so we could burn it in the parking lot.
And that's exactly what I was going to tell you, Cap. You are still beloved down there. Like, we would welcome you back with open arms. Like, we want nothing more than to see you in the powder blue and gold,
extending an
baby.
olive branch to you.
Anthony, let me tell you something.
We'll let bygones be bygones.
Anthony, do you know who Johnny Bolt Pride is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Johnny Bolt Pride and Alvarez, who is the leader of the Bolt Pride group. Okay, George, do you know who Bolt Pride is?
No.
Bolt Pride, they are led by a guy named Rafael Alvarez. Okay?
Rafael.
Yes, Jorge, un primo.
Yeah, Canelo.
Okay. Rafael Alvarez is my main man. To this day, we are still close friends. I've still got all my Bolt Pride gear.
Good.
These guys used to bring me things. They would take their guns and they would have target practice against like the Broncos logo or the Patriots logo, and then they would bring me the steel where they had bullet holes in them.
Oh, hell yeah.
and I would wear them as necklaces. I loved the Bolt Pride guys. I still love these guys.
Anthony Jex is saying he's going to open you. He's going to open those arms. They want to welcome you back, Cappy.
Oh, yeah.
Cappy,
Go
I'm taking
down
a
there.
20. Cappy, I'm taking a 20. The Raider mongrels are saying that you should have your Raider card revoked because you won't take Anthony Jex on that bet.
Who's saying that?
Wearing the
Oh,
Charger
boy.
shirt.
Who's saying that?
There's a bunch of them in there.
Who? I want to know who.
Bunch of them in there saying you're not a real Raider, Cap, if you wouldn't take that bet on.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I just want some names, and here's what I'm going to say to all those Raider fans. If you want me to take on this wager, which is Anthony's saying that if the Chargers sweep the Raiders for the year, I have to put on my Bolt Pride T-shirt. Is that right, Anthony?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. I would have to do an entire broadcast with my Bolt Pride T-shirt. Right?
So Richard here says you should wear the Bolts jersey or hat and nothing else, Cap. Well, no, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Anthony.
And your skins.
How about just like a bolt
they
like
say
covering
Cappy
you.
is scared. Cappy is backtracking.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Hold on. I'll tell you what.
Cappy is scared.
I'm going to tell you
Cappy
this
ain't
right
a
now.
Raiders fan.
Oh, Cap.
We don't claim him anymore.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Hey, Raider fans, let me tell you something right now. I'll take the bet, but here's what I want from you, Anthony.
Yeah.
When the Raiders and the Chargers split.
Cappy's fandom can be bought.
Which
100% it could be bought.
Which most likely might happen.
Okay. Anthony, I want you to wear my Raiders necklaces, all three of them. I want you to wear my Raiders socks.
Oh, wait on Esther says you need to wear an hacksaw wig.
Oh, that's good. We should have Hacksaw on the YouTube hour.
All right,
I
Anthony,
would
you
love
ready?
that.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'll wear my Bolt Pride T-shirt and a pair of Skims the entire broadcast.
Yep.
If the Chargers sweep the Raiders.
Yep.
If the Raiders split with the Chargers, because that's what you're saying, right? You got to wear all three of my Raider necklaces. You got to wear Big O's Raider socks.
Oh, man.
Wait, but why does he get the short of the stick if they split?
Well, because that
Because
was
he
his
said
bet.
they're not on the same page.
That's
you
what
know?
his bet was. His bet was about sweeping.
Right, but why
So
why do you get to weasel in a split as something that he gets to?
Because I'm
have to
not.
wear
I'll
the
put
Raiders
on the
out?
chains,
I'm
man.
not
I'll put on
that
the
the
chains.
Raiders. Oh, you see, you're not a real Charger fan. You don't really believe.
Oh, he's doing a bet with you.
I'll do it.
Right, George. He's saying that they're going to sweep. I'm saying they're not going to sweep. So all it requires is a split. So he's got to give something up, does he not?
I'd like to just point out real quick, Anthony Jex has gotten 13 minutes of airtime. Parker doesn't make it past 13 seconds usually.
Come on, man. Quit playing with P.
Leave Parker alone.
Wow.
I think I'm taking Parker out of that big open that we'll play like once a month, and I'm putting Anthony Jex in.
There you go.
Wow.
No
Parker,
comment.
Parker
We both
is just
need to be
getting
in there.
beaten up in all of this. I mean, Anthony's success is equating to Parker's failure.
I would not be here without Parker.
That doesn't matter.
It matters.
I wouldn't be here without some people that we can't talk about.
All right.
anymore,
So what is the bet? If the Raiders,
Yeah, let's
if
ink
if
this.
the Chargers sweep, Cappy's got to wear all the gear, right?
I got to wear the Bolt Pride T-shirt, and I got to wear Skims the entire broadcast.
and the
That's it.
hacksaw wig?
And,
I like
and
the
a
hacksaw
wig would be
If you guys get me a hacksaw wig,
Yes,
I'll wear
we
the
will.
hacksaw
We'll figure
wig.
that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the flip side, Anthony, is if the Raiders get a split, which,
Yeah.
by the way, Anthony, my best shot at the Raiders getting a split is Monday night
Is
in
Monday,
Vegas.
yep.
Right?
Mhm.
So you have to wear all three of my Raiders necklaces, my Big O Raiders socks, and you have to put on the hacksaw toupee.
Hey, Cap, you see me, right?
Not toupee wig.
Oh, wig.
I'm extending you a
Is it a
virtual
toupee?
handshake
I don't
right
know.
Okay?
here.
That's
I'm
mean.
extending it to you. Shake it out on YouTube.
Shake it, Cappy.
Shake
You
that
got to
bolt.
bet. You got to. Yeah, I'm shaking your bolt, and I'm giving you a fist bump.
Careful.
That's
Can you
right.
handle it?
Yeah, I can handle it. Hey, by the way, we may be eating VG's Donuts in studio next week.
Oh, I can't wait. You know what? I may want you, when we beat you on Monday night, I may want you to feed one of the maple long johns to me, just like in celebration.
This just took an interesting
I
twist.
told
like
you
it,
that.
Anthony.
Listen,
I like
I'll tell you one thing about Anthony.
He's a dog.
He's a freaking weirdo. Okay, all right. He so desperately wants to get in on the whole Lady and a Tramp eat the dog thing.
Hey, I saved you from not releasing the full hand roll footage, so come on.
Yeah,
You
that's
did.
true.
Well,
I'm at
listen,
your mercy right
you
now.
may have saved my relationship, Anthony. In fact, probably not.
That hand roll one is despicable.
I can't wait till at the
really
Mandy's.
is.
Oh,
At the
that's
Mandy's,
the worst one.
We're going to release it at the Mandy's, and Rachel will storm out of the room.
So there you go, Cappy. It's the bet is on. Okay.
I don't like all these Charger fans around me at the radio station.
Real quick, this Friday is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to Pro Baller Energy Drinks. Pro Baller, champions choose clean energy.
All right. Well, that's me. I'm a champion. I choose clean energy.
You can't handle Anthony's bolt.
Monday and Tuesday are going to be so fun on this show. Oh my
yes,
God!
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden it's like a little mini Super Bowl around here.
Look at this move that I'm about to do, Cappy.
Yeah.
Anthony, would you like to watch Monday Night Football with Cappy and I?
Ooh!
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, because Anthony, you know what we're doing?
I would love that.
We're gonna order from the Lazy Dog downstairs,
the dog.
and then Chrissy and I are gonna watch the game in the conference room at ESPN LA, so we can hear the broadcast, we can hang out, we can do our thing, and we don't have to be in a restaurant in a public place. But we'll order from the dog, and then we'll watch the game in the conference room. Down.
Now I'll do this, but you guys got to let me be my bolt in there. I don't want to be working. I don't want to be in the
You
clock.
want to share food? Is that what you're saying?
I want to watch the game with you like I'd be watching with my buddies. So
Well, where are your
if
buddies?
you're in, then I'm in.
I'm calling you one of my buddies now. This is big.
Yes.
Wow,
My
this is big.
buddy.
This is big.
My
This is
buddy.
huge.
Wow, you have made quite an impression here today, Anthony.
This 11 minutes of
Wherever I
even
go,
more 11
he
minutes.
He goes, my
Almost
buddy.
17 minutes of glory you've
My
brought us,
buddy.
Anthony.
Kid, sister.
You know what?
Bergie, let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Bergie,
My
do you think that
buddy
the Raiders
and
will at
me.
least split with the Chargers?
The Raiders always split with the Chargers.
Yeah.
100% they're going to. I think,
Yeah.
and this Monday is going to be the one.
Yeah, and Anthony, don't forget what happened a couple years ago when the Raiders beat the Chargers down so badly that the Chargers ownership was like telling the coach and the general manager, don't even get on the plane. You guys are both fired. Because when the Raiders put up 60-plus against them, that was the end of it. And that's what started the Harbaugh era.
And keep
Oh,
in
you
mind,
know
you
what
have
you should
half
do?
of that. You have Tom Telesco
Hold
as
on.
your GM, though.
Anthony
Not
Avila.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Hold on. Anthony Avila has a great suggestion
Tell me, Anthony.
that you need a companion show on YouTube where you watch together. All you got to do is download the Playback app, and you guys will be able to be in the conference room, and you can set up a computer in there, and the game will be playing, and you guys can all talk in real time, and the audience can tune in.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be
like a
fun.
Manicast.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah, our own
all you got to
Cabbycast.
do is Parker and Jax figure out how to use the Playback app and see if we can put it on YouTube. I don't think you put it on YouTube. I think you have to go specific to the
No.
Playback app.
So then let's just put it on
and
YouTube then,
I
George.
think what you need to do is send out a link, and then you can do it that way.
Yeah, but why don't we just do it on YouTube?
Because you
I mean,
can't play the
I don't
game
think you can
on
do it on
YouTube.
YouTube.
No,
because
you
of
can't play
rights.
the game. But what you do is we're watching the game.
But you want the game to be able to. You want people to on the Playback app. They have rights to the game.
Oh,
So
okay. I didn't know
can,
that.
You can see the game is on while you guys are on too at the same time, and
okay.
you're talking about it. Yeah,
I like it.
All right.
I don't know how we make it happen, but Parker will figure it out.
Parker and
Since he doesn't
and
have to worry
Jackson
about
can
being
do it.
on the air now because Anthony's got the job. Parker,
Chris,
can,
let me ask you a quick question. It's you, me, and now it's Anthony.
yeah.
Anybody else we want to invite to our conference room Monday
I
night
don't really
football
want to
party?
watch the game with anybody else.
So you like me and Anthony? We can watch the
That's
game.
fine.
game
If
the
Greg
three of
wants
us.
to hang out, he can.
Yeah,
Bergie?
Come on.
There you go.
Bergie,
Yeah, sure. I'll watch.
Bergie ain't going to hang out.
Why wouldn't I not watch?
If he
Why
wants
would
to,
I
he
not?
can.
You want to watch, Greg?
Why wouldn't I watch?
Berg, well, just because it's a little later in the evening and you might want to be home. Berg, I could really use a little Raider backup.
Yeah,
you know?
we need to stick together. If it's Raider Nation, we got to be together there.
Right. I think we should be together. That's right.
This is a setup. I already just know it.
Yeah,
No,
right. No,
I'm,
dude.
I'm
If
neutral
the
in this.
Chargers
Anthony, so-
win, you can literally flex on all of them. It's going to be great.
Oh, George, it's going to be just phenomenal. Watching Pete Carroll go up to Harbaugh at the
Phenomenal.
And you'd be like,
What's your
"What's your
issue,
deal,
man?
bro?"
What's your deal, bro?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
or it could be great the other way around, which is Pete Carroll goes, hey, don't think that you just come in here and beat up on the Raiders anymore. In fact, the worm has turned. In Las Vegas, the worm has turned.
And last thing, George, when we get to see the showdown of who the real RB1 of who the NFL draft was in Hampton, that's going to be my cherry on top.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, don't go celebrating after year one. Let my Pete Carroll, my Raiders have a couple years to build an offensive line like the Chargers have.
Yeah, true.
I love this. A star.
The Chargers lost their left tackle and still have a better offensive
The kind
line.
of hit that would have killed a lesser man.
Real quick, George, I don't think you can ever move all after that performance on Friday, right? Like he has to be the left tackle.
He was a left tackle.
I know, but he was never going to be that left tackle with the Chargers.
Yeah, Rashawn Slater may have to go to right tackle. I don't know.
Do you move him inside? Maybe
the Chargers have this are going to have moving forward next year this tons of depth now along the offensive line, which is insane.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, you're on, buddy.
You're on. This is
good
gonna
job,
be fun.
Anthony.
This is a
you
treat.
are on, pal.
Monday Night Football in the conference room, and we're going to figure out how we stream us watching it, which I like. 9:28. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. YouTube only hour. Time for me to talk about being an addict. And you know I'm an addict. And this is National Recovery Month. And this National Recovery Minute is brought to you by ChooseChangeCA.org. They can help you with addiction. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you. Your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. I'm an addict. I was an addict to drugs long ago. Then I became an addict to alcohol. I just switched addiction. See what I did there? Addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. There's help out there. I know sometimes it feels like you're in the bottom of a well and there's no way out. And even though people tell you got to be better, it doesn't cut through. It doesn't cut through at all. You need somebody who can actually help you. And this National Recovery Month, you can recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Treatment is available in many forms through a primary care doctor, licensed narcotic treatment programs, outpatient treatment programs, licensed residential facilities, and even virtual care. Help is here's the thing about help. It's always within reach. And I've always said this since the day that I came back to the radio after the medical scare that I went through because of addiction and because of being an alcoholic. DM me, CMM Spectrum on Instagram. I'm here to listen to you, and I'm here to tell you it can get better. Your life can get better. There's bright, sunshiny moments on the other side. Help is within reach. You can recover. Find a proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at ChooseChangeCA.org. ChooseChangeCA, the letter CA.org. ChooseChangeCA.org. Your life can be better. You can smile every day like we smile every morning. This wasn't possible for me. I was always, even though I'm angry now as a bit, I was angry every single day. I was upset with my life because I was an addict. And I just thought drinking more alcohol would help it. Didn't help it. Landed me in the hospital with heart failure. So let us help you. DM me or go to ChooseChangeCA.org. Okay, Sedano and Kap Morning Show, 9:30. We are in the YouTube only hour, and when we come back, more fun and frivolity. And we've got Seller's Advantage, the real deal dealer's choice with Cappy on the way. Good job, Anthony. Good job, my friend.
There you go, Gix.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show right here on ESPN LA.
They might stumble, they might fall.
So, I fall. Kind of, sort of frequently.
Yes.
But DeMarco and Travis always get back up.
During a 5K at Angel Stadium, I fall. Okay, this is my lot.
This is what he does.
Sell at the golf course.
But you get back up.
I get so far.
Yeah, you get up. There you go.
Catch the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Bill Burr. What'd you think of Bill Belichick's first game as head coach of North Carolina?
What'd you think of Joe Namath on the Rams? What'd you think of Johnny Unitas on the Chargers? What happened to that guy?
The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
Did he spit?
$9:32. Good morning, the Sedano Kap Morning Show, the YouTube only hour on this day. There it is. On this day in 1991, Nirvana released their iconic song, "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Cappy,
I know that smell. I know it well.
I know you do.
This song. I mean, you want to talk about a song
from the barrio keeping it real.
You want to talk about a song that took the country and world by storm. This song, I mean,
created a genre.
Oh well, no,
Changed the world.
It popularized the genre.
Yeah,
is what I would say. But it, it's crazy like how popular this group was, and how talented they were. Obviously Dave Grohl has gone on to other things beyond Nirvana, but it really is one of those things where you think to yourself, and I remember thinking as a kid in the 90s, like, man, I can't believe this guy killed himself. Like, he was on top of the world, but never, you were talking earlier about, Chris, like, dealing with your demons.
Yep.
Like, you just never really know what somebody's dealing with. You know what I mean?
You know what's amazing about this band also, though? Three-piece. I'm always fascinated by a small band that can produce
three guys.
big music. Yeah. And Dave Grohl has gone on to have an incredible career, obviously, as a front man and not just a drummer anymore. And he's had to deal with a lot of tragedy in his life. I mean, his drummer died a couple of years ago, and then he had a whole personal problem that he had to just go deal with. And I don't know why he had to put it all out there for everybody, but anyway.
Because sometimes that makes it easier.
Well, it wasn't like an addiction issue.
But still, sometimes when you screw up in life,
yeah,
I've screwed up too in life, and sometimes talking about it out loud and letting everybody know, yeah, I screwed up, it's the easier way to deal with it than holding it in, and then you become addicted to other things because that's helping bury the pain.
It's interesting.
Cappy, we do it with you. We talk about your stuff. I talk about my stuff. People like when they talk to us at events and they're like, "So your schwanz really doesn't work?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "I can't believe he's so open about it." Sometimes opening it helps heal the pain. You think it's a fun thing? It's not.
Having a schwanz that needs 10 minutes to warm up.
It's not a great thing when it used to take 10 seconds to warm up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's part of life, man.
Yeah. Hey, some people can relate to that,
Yep.
Wait till you pack on 10 more years, pal. Seriously.
Well, hopefully by then maybe they can put a new schwanz in.
Well, I mean, that or it's going to take 20 minutes to warm that thing up.
Whatever works, bro. Stand by. Let me get it up.
There's pills for that.
But anyway, shout out to Nirvana, man. What an incredible and iconic band in their brief stint together.
One of the things that really saddened me. One of the things that really saddened me, though, about that is Kurt Cobain was so young.
Right.
Remember Chris Cornell, who was also a great frontman, also very much in that grunge, genre.
Yeah.
And Chris Cornell, he did the same thing. It was just like 30 years later, which was really weird because you're like, whoa, bro, you're like in your 50s. You've got all this money. You've got all this fame. You've got a great family, and then mental health, bro, just got him.
Yeah, brutal stuff. But the music still, holds up in a big way. And I think it's interesting because we were talking about movies the other day, and you guys were getting pissed at me because I said Caddyshack doesn't hold up.
Great movie.
But
incredible movie.
Music holds up way better than movies do. I mean, I don't think it's even close.
Well, I think, when I talked about having seen Jaws in the movie theater for the 50th anniversary of the movie, and Steven Spielberg talking before the film comes on, and he goes, hey, I was a young kid, and honestly, I never thought I'd ever get another job to direct a film because he thought Jaws was garbage.
Right.
And it 50 years later, people are still going to see it in the movie theater now. And totally truthfully, I was like, you know what? It was a fascination that we all had because we all had this fear of going in the water and a shark coming and grabbing us. but in terms of the actual film on a old school theater, not like one of these brand new theaters with all the great sound and the massive screens, old school, I was like, it was all right.
You know, it sent me on down a rabbit hole over the weekend of watching shark movies.
Did you watch Jaws 2, the one where they electrocute the shark?
I did. It was not. I mean, it was okay.
I like when they electrocute the shark.
No, I watched a couple documentaries because there's this one on Netflix about this woman who's like the shark whisperer, and it's pretty new. It just came out. And she like hangs out with sharks and photographs them and puts them all over Instagram. And she's like, sharks are just really misunderstood creatures. And it was just, I was just waiting for them.
Yeah,
to
I don't know how
her.
misunderstood they are. I gotta be honest. I feel like I understand them pretty well.
Don't watch Meg 2 because it makes no sense at the end. Meg 2. It's like the dinosaurs at the end running around an island. It makes no sense.
Did you know there's more than 2 Jaws? There's like 4 or 5 of them.
I watched Jaws 3 once, and it wasn't very good.
What happens in all of them? I thought they blew Jaws up at the end of it.
That's Jaws 2.
It's like,
It's like
Jaws'
Michael Myers.
baby.
He just is always there, always alive somehow.
Yeah.
Jaws in space.
I know this girl.
Like Jason X, where he goes to space.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know this girl that was swimming in the ocean, and all of a sudden, this is no joke, totally true story. And she's swimming in the ocean with this group that's training for a triathlon, and a massive great white shark comes and bumps her and bites the guy right next to her. Jumps out of the water with the guy in his jaws, no joke, okay? Kills the guy right there in the water. And I went swimming with her one time in the ocean, and I was like, I can't believe I'm in the water with you swimming right now. And she goes, oh, you have nothing to worry about. Lightning can never strike twice. I'm the safest person on the planet to be swimming in the ocean with because there's no chance. But she was obviously, and she's been featured on Shark Week on Discovery.
She was in the documentary I watched about shark attacks.
Oh, you saw this? I wish I could remember her name off the top of my head. It's not coming to me. But, man, this shark, literally, the two of them were swimming. It bumped her to get him. It was, it was a big national story back then.
San Diego has, I think they have the most shark attacks, unprovoked shark attacks in California.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Maybe they're mad about the Chargers.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe they are mad. Hey, if Dean Spanos goes in the water in the La Jolla Cove, you're going to get hammered.
This Friday is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN Golf Classic presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. Special thanks to our friends at Black Bear Diner. They're going to be providing breakfast. Nice. Divot Grip, and, of course, our friends at Roger Dunn that are celebrating, I believe, their 50th anniversary this year. And that's Roger Dunn's providing gift cards for all the golfers in the goodie bag.
Oh, wow.
And our friends, I'm wearing Sunday Swagger and their new polo today. Sunday Swaggers are going to be providing gifts. They're also activating, as we say, activating, at the 8th hole. So everybody's going to go home with a Sunday Swagger polo if you play your cards right, which you will. And you're going to get a towel, too, and maybe a hat at the 19th hole party. So thanks to our friends, all of them, who are making the ESPN LA Golf Classic on Friday, another special signature event. Remember, this year we cut down one signature event. We didn't do the Mandy's because everybody thought I was going to die, so we didn't plan it. Then I came back from the dead, as Sedano says. So we ended up doing our All-Star Friday night and the Golf Classic. Next year, let's see what we're going to do. We're definitely going to do the Mandy's. Definitely going to do the Mandy's.
Are we definitely doing the Mandy's?
Definitely doing the Mandy's.
Okay, well, I'm definitely getting rid of this community because it served its purpose.
Are you going to right now at 9:40?
Yeah, like right now, if you want. 3, 2, 1.
Can you hold up your phone to the camera?
Well, no, I'm doing it on the computer because on the phone, for whatever reason, it won't work.
So can we, is there a way that we can screen share or you can take a video of your screen or something?
Yeah, so when it goes away, it's like poof.
Then we can post the video. So record on your phone as you hit delete on your camera, but don't get anything, from the computer onto the recording.
If you guys could pinpoint one reason why the community went from this really great place where everybody was supportive of the show and all these people who didn't know each other all became friends in real life, could you pinpoint one reason, like one day, one time, one event where it all just...
So a lot of people like to say that I blame other people for everything, and you do that bit, Cappy, quite a bit, so does Sedano, but I will take a personal responsibility for one thing. I don't think we did a very good job at praising people that were nice all the time and complimenting us. So what happened was people figured out that the way to get our attention and for us to spend segments talking about it was just to be really nasty and mean. And they thought that, those guys are mean on the air. Morales is breaking bobbleheads and calling people scumbags and all this. Hacks. So let's just do that act and we'll get attention. And then us personally, we got offended. Like, why are you guys being angry? But that's what our bit was, and especially my bit. So I think people didn't realize this is kind of our job, and to entertain is our job. And we, even though Cappy and I might call each other scumbags and do this bit, we're actually really close friends and spend a lot of time together. So we I know I took it personally when people were like attacking us, and that didn't make a lot of sense because they were just our fans. But we kind of show that was the way we do business, and people were just trying to kind of connect with us on that level. Because a lot of these people that say things that are like, really, you're saying this on the internet, like so everybody can see? When we meet them in person, they're very nice people. But it's like, why do you act this way? Well, we kind of act this way. So I get it.
Our faces and names are all out there, though.
That is true.
A lot of them are anonymous.
And then they started to having the infighting because of that exact thing. They started fighting amongst themselves, and there was a faction that pulled out for the NWO, and that just turned into a whole.
Well, that's when we knew it was over.
Yeah,
basically.
right. That was the moment.
But by the way, very similar to Lindsay will recognize. It's very similar to WCW. Once the NWO broke into factions, that was kind of the beginning of the end for WCW.
You know, Chris, I'm glad you said that. But I'm glad you said that seriously because, I'll give you an example. I won't say any names, but we've had a lot of our listeners who've gone through personal tragedies, and we have relationships with a lot of our listeners, like face to face, hand to hand, real relationships, whether that's texting or DMs or whatever. In addition to seeing people in person, and when people have dealt with tragedy, they've said, hey, can you give me a hand? Can you help me? And honestly, I've never done this in my entire life.
It's over.
It is a final.
You blew it up.
He blew it up.
But,
it was anticlimactic, George.
Yeah.
It was a bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll make
the video.
Listen, Sedano says I'm big on overproduced stuff and overproducing things. I'll overproduce it to make it sound like it was a big deal.
Yeah.
We're going to do a promo.
But I will just say, like, when people have reached out to us and, hey, I've got this problem.
And
or
by the
I've
way,
got
more
that
than
problem.
one person.
Right.
Just so we're clear.
Multiple people.
Yes.
And me, George, Chris, I can't speak for everybody else.
I've given money.
We've given money.
People.
I've given money to people. And then what happens is, instead of people being, I'll just use the word grateful, then they become very offensive, meaning like, hey, I'm going to go after you. I'm going to say all this stuff. So, George, I'll tell you something. I'm contemplating, now that you've blown up the community on Twitter, is it possible that we all just stop using Twitter as a platform for communication? That I invest more of my time into, say, Instagram or TikTok.
Or Facebook.
I don't know. I just think I would agree less. I don't think it goes away because I think it's such a valuable tool for what we do, potentially from a work perspective and content perspective.
That's the only thing I use it for, though.
Yeah, I mean, but now it's like there's no need to really use it beyond that. Yes.
Well,
I'll say
this.
Twitter in general has become very toxic, I think. A lot of people will say that.
Listen, I'll just say this. You know what? The community's now dead. It's gone. For those of you that were early adopters to the Circle of Trust and people who came out to our events and we've gotten to know you guys, handshakes, hugs, like real relationships in real life outside of radio, still love all you guys. But
Correct.
I'm kind of going to say this right now. It did get toxic. It did get nasty. And so you know what? I think we'll all be a lot happier people without all of that in our lives.
And I have to say, some people are just downright backstabbing scumbags. There's a couple of them in
Let's
there.
cut that up. I'm going to need that.
You want to name anybody?
True. No, I don't. I don't need to.
That's going to be for your personal collection.
Tush push.
A little tush push.
Oh, no, it's going to be in the open, and that's okay. Because we did that bit on Mason Ireland
Bring
yesterday.
back MySpace, someone says here. MySpace
that's
is huge.
a good idea. I love those little like dolls you could make in the top 8. Like your top 8 friends.
MySpace was. I remember.
Was
dude,
that Karen K, Sedano?
Greg, yeah, that was a drop that she had. So we were when I was doing overnights on Fox Sports Radio when Bergman was with me, when Bergman and Teen was with me, we used to MySpace was the one. Like Facebook wasn't even a thing until shortly thereafter. But we were big on MySpace, and we had a drop, right? Karen K, who used to do traffic on this station.
MySpace is huge,
and that was the drop, right? She was like, "Oh, MySpace is huge," and
Tom was my friend.
It was a funny drop.
My ex-boyfriend got
Karen,
catfished on MySpace. It was really funny because he broke up with me for this girl, and it ended up being this loser that he went to high school with.
Oh, we probably didn't need to share that.
It's funny. It was really funny.
I have a quick question because I was told that Lindsay today has her new Wacky Wednesday game.
Wacky Wednesday.
And she was like, hey, I'm going to do a new Wacky Wednesday game every Wednesday. So are we going to do Wacky Wednesday?
I would like to do it if you guys would like to do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so we did this a couple times at Rams camp last summer, and it was fun. Kirk Morrison played along, DeMarco, Chris, Mason even played. All right, so we're going to do this game called Who Can Do It, which is a card game, similar to, like, Cards Against Humanity. You pick a card, and you do what it says on the card, and there's a judge, and the judge just says who wins. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one judge, and I'm going to spin the wheel here of who's going to be today's judge.
All rise.
Oh, and it's slated on George Sedano. He's going to be the judge today. So now each of us here will pick a card, and we'll pick one for Cappy. And then, George, you can decide who gets to play their card first, okay? So let me disperse the cards here while you speak amongst yourselves.
Okay, Lindsay is going to get up. She's leaving her position.
Talk
She's
amongst
taking her
yourselves.
headphones off. She's now moving over to Bergman. Bergman is now picking a card. Good job by Bergie. Picked a card from the middle. Lindsay's
Should I
got
read,
the.
read it now? Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not until Lindsay gives you instructions. Here comes Jorge Briones. Here comes Christopher Arthur Morales. Both gentlemen are picking a card. George, how about this for play-by-play of a sport that no one's ever seen before? You know, right? Chris's left eye doesn't work, remember? You know, he almost died. His left eye doesn't work. No periphery. Okay? So we've got Briones has a card. Morales has a card. Bergie has a card. And then Lindsay is picking a card for me.
Okay.
Do we do the
All right, so what do we got?
Do we do this now?
I guess Sedano gets to say who goes first.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Cap. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I get to say who goes first?
Yeah.
All right, Bergman, since you spoke up first, you go first.
Sure. This says, I'm sad. Tell me something to cheer me up.
So, George, you have to judge him on whether or not, like, all of us have to do it. And you have to judge who does the best job of cheering you up.
Of cheering up Greg.
Cheering me up,
cheering you up, George. We're cheering you up.
Cheering
You're the judge.
me
Oh, we
up.
have to cheer up the judge.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were cheering up the person like who chose the card.
No. The person who chose the card, this is just how we do it. George
how we
is
use
the,
it.
George is the judge today. So everyone's card, George is going to judge their card. Right? So we'll all do it. So go ahead. You go first, Greg.
Okay, everybody. I know everybody has a glazed look over their eyes right now.
I'm kind of
Don't get
confused.
it.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm cheering up George.
Correct. We're all trying to do something to cheer up George, and he picks who wins.
Okay.
Don't worry about this whole circle of trust thing. It was a good thing that you got rid of it, and now your life's going to feel so much better. No more communities. Now you can focus on positivity.
Good job.
Terrible.
All right, George, who was next?
Thanks, Cap.
I'm next.
Briones, you go.
Eat a fat one, bro.
See, that brings a smile to your face.
Oh, so I'm supposed to cheer him up?
Right.
Yeah, you got to cheer up George.
Don't worry, George. You are better than Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Go ahead, Cappy.
George, I watched your play-by-play of the Florida State game this past weekend. I really think you're a better play-by-play man than Joe Buck. I really do.
Briones is the winner.
What? What?
That was a good one.
Who came in second?
Nobody.
Oh, wow.
All right, now, George, who's going to go next?
Cappy, you go.
Oh,
all right.
Cappy's card is put your shoes on your hands and do a little tap dance routine. Put your shoes on your hands and do a little tap dance routine.
So everybody's got to put their shoes in their hands, do a tap dance?
Yeah, and you get to pick who is the best
Who
one.
does the best tap dance?
Do like 10 seconds.
All right, hold on. I'm getting my
Wait a
shoes.
minute.
Hold on.
The studio's not big enough for this.
I'm not ready.
Put it on hands. Put it on
Take
the-
your
put it
shoes
on the
off,
thing.
Bergie.
Yeah.
All right, I got them. They're here.
I got mine.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I
right.
want to do this to my Skechers.
Here we go. Here we go. Mine?
That was good.
That was very good.
Not bad.
What about what Cappy has to go?
All right, here. I got my flippy floppies. Okay?
Go ahead.
Check it out.
Like he's.
Wait. How's that? Is that good? Is that good?
No, Bergman
Tap
wins.
dance?
You guys are all terrible. Bergman
missed
by
Bergman's.
Bergman actually put a little juice into it. Like he actually did the best job. There's no
So
doubt.
we don't have to do it now?
I'm going to do mine really quick.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know Lindsay was participating.
Oh, she's moonwalking.
Oh, she's moonwalking.
She's moonwalking a little bit. Okay.
Lindsay would finish second, but Bergman actually he looked like he could tap dance with his.
Can I
with
get a
his hands.
replay on Bergie? Berg, let me get a replay. I missed it,
Wait,
dude.
Briones wants
putting
to
his
do
shoes
his
back on
too.
already.
I had to
Briones,
go.
do yours.
I had to go get my shoes.
Oh no, I just wanted to show you my LAFCs.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
it, you know?
LAFCs.
Look at those. Those are nice kicks you got there.
Yeah, Bergman
my
wins.
LAFCs.
Bergman put real effort into it.
So did I.
Hey, Bergie, nice talent.
Hey, thanks.
All right, now who
I'll
goes
go on
next?
the road.
You like Gregory Hines.
Briones.
Okay, so mine says, say something really exciting in the least exciting voice possible.
Okay.
Can we play John Ireland's 2020
So who's going
championship
first?
call?
Oh my God!
That's it. That's over.
Wow.
Greg wins.
We got to cut that up for their open today.
Wow.
Oh my
Can
God.
we play it? Let's pull it up real
Wow.
quick and play
I think
it.
the show's done now.
Oh my God.
That's it right there. Show's over. Game's over.
Wow, Bergman.
Mic drop, Bergie. Bergie, this is
Greg-
your game,
Oh
bro.
My God.
That is their. I don't even need to worry about their open. That's their open for today.
Wednesday, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Bergman, it felt like you had been harnessing that for 5 years.
He probably has.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Wow, Bergie. That
See,
was
I'm
exciting.
sorry, John.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Oh my God.
So good.
Tune in next Wednesday to see what wackiness we'll be up to next.
Oh
That is going in their open. There is a promo being made.
God, this is what happens when I say things on other shows.
Wow.
It's over now.
Well, you're
It's
on
over.
this show now.
Yep.
I don't care.
Although I
Wow.
God.
We've been bothering Pepe to declare his independence for a year, and Bergman just did it in the most Revolutionary War style ever.
Revolutionary.
It's like 1776 all over again.
God.
Bergman. I mean, impressive.
You want to talk
Bergie.
about a Scud missile?
Wow.
Holy moly.
Can't get
Damn,
any more
Berg.
direct than that.
Wow.
Berg.
Wow.
You fired that one, man.
I'll blink a W.
Wow, you're
So
gonna hear
there are
about
some
that,
people
pal.
in the chat that get it, in the YouTube chat that get it. Some people that don't. But wow.
Listen
Bergman,
to
impressive.
John Ireland's retort today at 12 noon. 12:01 after the open plays.
Oh, I'll
Should
be
we
listening
play
to
the
that.
call?
Play the call, Linz.
I'm going to be banned from the show. That's
Let me
for
grab
sure.
the call. 1 second.
Now, here's what he's going to say. He's going to say, A, they weren't in the arena because it was COVID, so they're watching on a monitor, and that game specifically was a blowout. So they had been waiting around for 40 minutes basically to make that call, and that's what John's going to say. But it doesn't matter because Bergman just went scorched earth forever.
Right.
We talk about people burning bridges,
Oh my
and JT
God.
the
You
Brick
lost
and I,
a friend,
you
for
have
sure.
lost a friend.
There's
love
no
John.
doubt.
No,
John
there's no going
Ireland
back
lost
now.
a
The
friend.
call was the call, but I
There's
love
some
John.
things that are unspeakable and we don't ever say, and that was one of them. And I say a lot of stuff, but that goes beyond anything I would ever say.
Wow.
And that's amazing.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
John's getting texted
This-
by somebody
this
who
is
is
gonna
watching
go-
the YouTube
gonna
right
go
now.
so poorly for me. You have no idea.
Oh, no, we
my
get it.
God.
Hey, you said what you said, pal.
You said it,
I
and
did.
I like it.
I
I
did.
love
You
it.
know, right, we
Because
all
that'll
know.
live forever.
Yeah, we thought it was funny.
Bergman,
wanna
here's
hear
the
it.
thing. For we've been on the air now 8 days. And I have known that Bergman was going to kind of find his place because there's a lot of us.
Well, he just
and
found
everyone's got their bits. And obviously the Sedano and Kap show in the afternoon had a lot of us already part of it and our timing. I knew Bergman would find his place, and Bergman just
definitely
found his
did.
place
There's no doubt about
in
that.
a big, big way.
Yeah.
Holy
And people in the
moly.
chat are saying, what exactly did Bergman say? People missed it, Bergman.
Listen at 12:01 today.
Doesn't
Yeah.
need to be said again.
Oh,
Let's
I
just say
thought you-
that.
Well, it's going to be heard again. I can tell you that.
Forever. Forever.
God, Bergie.
Forever.
Bergie. Wow. Big balls.
The call,
Yeah. Jeez, Berg. Lindsay, look what you did to him. Look what
Hey,
you did
it
with
was
your
just-
Wacky Wednesday game.
It's
Now
just-
you
That's
blame-
true.
Cabby's
That's how-
blaming Lindsay.
That's how we roll, you
Yeah,
know.
well,
Wacky Wednesday on
I mean,
Sedano and Kap.
Bergman's not going to be allowed in the studio from noon to 3
No,
now.
yeah, noon to 3, I'm
Right.
definitely banned.
They already
Banned.
tried to ban him. You know what I mean? And now they got him.
Well, yeah, they did try.
Yeah, you might as well go all the way in now.
Right. I mean, go nuclear. Right. Scorched Earth is awesome.
All right. Well, on that note, Cappy, tell us about your dealer's choice.
Oh, yeah, dealer's choice. Thanks
Oh,
to
let
our
me-
friends at Seller's Advantage. Hold
Holy
on, let
moly,
me-
Berg. Listen, I'll tell you this, Berg. I didn't know you had it in you,
Yeah.
but man,
That was
I'm
good.
not messing with you anymore.
Came out firing.
Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE 0196-1658. Time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal brought to you by Seller's Advantage, Cappy.
I will make it brief because I think that Bergman has dropped the mic on us. But I want to say one thing. Earlier this hour, a wager was made between Anthony Jex, the Charger fan, and me, Raider Cap. Anthony, I want you to know something, brother. At a commercial break, I got all 3 of my Raider necklaces. I got my Big Cappy Raider hat. I got the Big O Raider socks. And I got an entire Raider package all ready for you. Now, the only thing that scares me is that I also had to, at the commercial break, go back and find my Bolt Pride t-shirt from 2016. I've got it. It's folded. It's ironed. It's ready. and I better not be wearing it on Tuesday because it'll be a massive embarrassment for me. We'll find out what happens.
Fill for another minute or so.
You want me to fill for another minute?
Vamp, as we would say in the business.
You want me to vamp?
Well, we're
Talk
trying.
amongst your friends.
We're getting the 2020 call so we can play it before we
Speak
go
among
over
yourself.
it.
For a minute.
I really want to hear that call because there are people in our chat right now that were like, wait a second, wait. I was not paying attention for a second. What did Bergie say that created that kind of reaction from everybody? I would like to hear the Ireland call.
All right, stand by. Here we go. Here is the 2020 Lakers championship final call as heard on ESPN LA. 3, 2, 1.
Everybody having fun. Quinn Cook will dribble it across half court.
Whoever has the ball, don't throw it away. Always want to keep that championship ball. Sometimes the player will just throw it up in the air and lose sight of it.
It is over in Orlando. In a year we all thought we wanted to forget. The Lakers give us something to remember forever. Their 17th NBA championship. The Lakers are the world champions.
And there you go.
Anthony Davis, very emotional over the sidelines, taking a moment to reflect and head on the towel. Looks like he's crying a little bit with tears of joy. I don't blame him. These guys worked hard, had to sacrifice a lot to go down there and not see their families for 2 months, not see their kids. It's tough.
LeBron James embracing all of his teammates.
All right, we got it.
He promised.
All right.
Hey, who was that cute little coach that the Lakers had back then? Who was that cute little guy?
Frank Vogel. I mean, look at that.
I mean, my goodness, a Frank Vogel sighting.
I love Frankie V. That's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, JJ's your guy.
Yeah, he's my guy too. But I mean,
Hey, Dave.
Well, Greg,
Not
Coach
Darvin
Hamon?
Hamon?
You know, I
you're
like
part,
Coach
you're part of our
Hamon.
show now, brother.
I might leave at 11:55.
Way to go, Bergie. Way
yeah,
to go,
honestly,
Berg.
Berg, you should take a half day.
Mic
I think
drop.
it is going to happen.
Mic drop.
9:59, almost 10 o'clock in the Southland. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube-only hour. Thanks for spending part of your Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. The Rich Eisen Show continues on 710 ESPN, ESPN LA. Mason and Ireland at noon at 12:01. John Ireland's going to have quite a response to the Open. Then at 3 o'clock, DeMarco and Travis, the afternoon show. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
It's my quarterback.
The kind of hit that would have killed a lesser man.
Stand by. Let me get it up.
Oh.
Hey, Mace. Hey, Mace, I think I got something here.
This